Welcome to Weed and Whiskey Podcast, the best motherfucking podcast out there. If you didn't know, nigga, now you motherfucking know. We're
But you
great
always
motherfucking personalities, and we only bring great fucking personalities over here. And tonight is no fucking different. We have somebody who has been building for the culture for a very long time right now. He's become a staple in the culture, and he's being a damn. I'm gonna keep going like nothing happened, but it's all good
Because it did happen.
this man is being so great in his community right now that everybody knows the brand. As soon as you say the name and you say the brand, you know what it is, man. We have somebody who started from just hats. He started from just wanting to be more and just wanting more for himself, and honestly, it translates into something great. He's at a place right now where he has something to show for it. He has people around him that's so proud of him, and they're very thankful for everything he do. And after talking for him, he's doing something that it seems actually saved his entire life. And honestly, that just makes it even more great. And every time that I look at him and just talking for him, I just understand more how much he is a reflection of who his brand actually is, down to the core of it. We have motherfucking P. We have Tylon, the creator of Survival 815 in the motherfucking building. What's going on? How you doing? How you feeling?
What's going on, man? It's a pleasure to be here.
Man.
It's a pleasure to be here, brother.
So first, before we get into it, let's just...
I'm glad. You know something? I'm glad everybody here is a great actor.
You see what I'm saying?
It's like nothing happened. It's all new. Don't worry about it. Fuck it.
Yeah, we had some
everybody here can
technical
act.
issues before this, so
I'm glad
we're trying
niggas
to
know how to act.
recreate some of this shit that we didn't get on here.
Oh yeah, I'm great.
It's the recreation, man. We really been here doing this.
The one thing that I actually do want to get back on camera, bro, is I want you to talk back again on how does survival reflect on everything that you do, and then why did you come up with the name Survival?
Boom. Okay. The way survival reflects in everything that I do is just pretty much based off of how I came up. And came up pretty much damn near single parent home, a mother running around house to house. Moved to Connecticut when at a young age, and it's just like I went through so much. I had to make my own name. I had to make who I am today, and it's like you have to survive to be able to do those things. Went through so much, and it's like shit. Once I actually got to the point where I was fucking with the clothes, it was just really the best name to use. But we'll get a little deeper in that, a little deeper into the conversation.
Okay, and so 815 is the inception of when the brand came. That's the day you released your hats.
So yes, that's the day. It's not the day that I actually started working on the shit, but it's the day that I released them to the public. Shout out to my cousin, man, Richie P. And he always say it's Survival 814. He hit me.
That doesn't sound right now.
And I let him buy his hat and his fucking shirt. He was the first one to purchase.
Yeah.
I let him buy his hat and the shirt the day before.
Oh, he got a
So-
snap.
814.
Yeah. So 814. Shouts out to Richie P, man.
Okay, so
Which is Survival 815.
815 was your very first drop date. What made you want to immortalize it into the name?
Yo, so it's pretty much like the hood kind of like coined the name, made it what it was. But the way how I came up with using the name, it wasn't to start a brand. It was more so looking for a representation of the hats that I was making. Army patches, we out here surviving, we going through mad shit, and just the word survival is something that so many people could relate to. And so I didn't know about designs and all that, so it's like shit, hats and shirts go hand in hand. Let me make the hats, but also let me put a little t-shirt out there. You know what I'm saying? Took a little time, and I'm like, I just wanted to say one word, thought about the shit, based it off of my life, some shit with my grandfather, God bless his soul, and the patches, and I just came up with putting survival on the t-shirts.
So why did you take out certain letters, and why those letters specifically?
Well, that was after the point where I actually saw that I was creating a brand. And before I saw that I was creating a brand, I kind of moved with the Kanye West vibe. I came out with the shit in 2016, and that's when he was doing the shit, The Life of Pablo.
Yes.
And he was using the old English letters.
Yes.
And so when I put survival on the shirts, I ran with the old English letters. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Breaking it down didn't come until I came up with Survival 815.
So a lot, you really do, like you say, a lot of your shit does come from music.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
And
it's
that's
like,
crazy that
yeah.
you can visualize how you feel about music in certain ways. And
For
you
sure.
take the influences.
For sure.
But it's funny, like for somebody who's so inspired by music that when I asked you a go-to song to play, it was hard for you to name one.
You didn't ask me a go-to song. You asked me
Well,
my
favorite. Okay,
It's a
you're right.
difference.
You're right. So now that we asked, what is a go-to song for you?
Again, it really depends on the mood. But if I have to say one go-to song right now, it'll either be Loyalty by Young Dolph or Kush on the Yacht by Young Dolph.
Okay. So what? So is you gravitating to your southern artists? Is you kind of like holding on to your southern culture as much as you possibly can subconsciously?
It's not even about holding on to it. It got to be in you, not on you. So it's like this is just what's going on.
Okay.
What's the biggest difference from Atlanta and Hartford?
Respect.
Elaborate.
That was quick.
No,
very
elaborate.
quick.
I want you to elaborate in terms of like, do you see more of it in Connecticut or do you see more of it in Atlanta?
You see more in Atlanta.
Of course.
Naturally.
100%.
It's the South.
Yo, you're brought up on 100% respect. It's so respectable that when I moved to Connecticut, I had to break certain things just because that's not what they do here. In Atlanta, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Up here, tell somebody, oh, would you like some extra gravy on your whatever? Yes ma'am. They gonna look at you like, ma'am.
Yeah, no, I get that all the
It's like-
time. When I
it's-
call
it-
a woman ma'am, they're like, I'm not old.
It's just like certain levels. Like I was really brought up on that, like,
Manners.
getting up on the weekends, doing your chores, brought up on like the soulful music in the house. Like it's just like everything about Atlanta in the South is respect. The nigga with the most gold teeth, the biggest guns, he's holding the door for the old lady.
Facts.
And they grandparents down south. Yo, grandparents are way bigger in down south. Not to say that people up north don't care about their grandparents. It's a different struggle. Like grandparents down south really raised the kids.
That's facts. That's some
Really
real shit.
raised. So it's like a whole different respect for your elders. It's a whole different respect for women. It's a whole different respect for kids. All the way around the board, bro.
You still close with your family members down there?
For sure, but I have a small family all the way around the board.
A small family all around?
All the way around. I'm damn near like a loner, bro. Real
So
shit.
we was talking off earlier, and then I get the vibes that the word I used earlier was you're very nomadic.
Okay.
Like I feel like if you had the choice, you will never be complacent in one place.
Nah,
You will always be on the go. Cause like I said, if you're like me,
Damn, we only got one little sip left of this bitch. Let's go.
yeah, if like you anybody, if you're anything like me as a fellow queer, and like your ideas are always on the go,
For
like
sure.
always on the go. So like, how does that play into your brain, and how does that, or does it struggle? Do you find struggle with that when it comes to making ideas
So I only find
or
struggle-
executing the ideas?
I only find struggles with it when I lack on it. When I get distracted and I take myself away from the designer P, from the fashion P, from the business P, because you know the world we live with distractions. It's just all about how we get back on track. And so when I'm dealing with distractions, it's hard. And when I'm in my zone, niggas cannot fuck with me, bro.
You don't distract yourself to be focused. I know that sounds
Yes.
very contradictory,
No, it doesn't, because
but I know you get what I'm
yes,
saying.
yes, I do. Because lately, I've been in the house a lot. And the reason I'm in the house a lot is if you're outside and you're doing things that are pretty much non-productive. If you're in the house and you're in the business that I'm into and you want the things that I want, in the house is the perfect place to be to get shit done. I'm creating content. I'm coming up with shit to post. You can make a TikTok, you can make a reel off of anything.
Anything.
Anything. But if I'm outside chilling, riding around smoking, I'm making a reel off of shit that has nothing to do with me prospering in my business.
The word I've been seeing is it's not conducive
There you go.
to what you have going on.
There you go.
That was a big word that I
You see
haven't
what I'm
heard in a
saying?
long
There
time.
you go.
Yeah, everything have to make sense. Everything have to be in alignment. And honestly, I've been getting to that point too, where it's like, if I want my vision of being bigger than where I started, one, I have to see myself like that.
For sure.
And then I have to start taking the actions to put me in the position to be that as well too.
For sure.
Like you can't say you want something and you're not doing the things that you need to do to get there.
And that's the shit, bro. You gotta really from the bottom of your heart want that shit. All that and trying to put on a show for the people and make them think that this is what's going on, bro. You gotta want it. I wanted it so much, I stopped selling drugs for this shit, bro. I started selling drugs when I graduated high school. In high school, I used to sell like little petty weed. But as far as like really making my name in the streets, that white Acura, that legend, everybody knew that shit. The white legend to the green Honda Coupe, bro. Everybody knew me. I didn't make my name off of being a fuck nigga. I didn't make my name off of being a robber. I made my name off of dressing, always being fly, fucking with the bitches, and getting money. That's how my name was created. And that's how it was so easy for me to transition into what I'm doing today. Because that's already what I had going on.
Do you remember the day?
As far as what?
As you decided it was like, I'm not doing this shit no more.
Yo, so I don't remember the exact day, but it was like in between. It was in between March and June 2017. Because and look how quick that was. Less than a year. Yeah. I decided, and mind you, I graduated. Damn, I'm about to age drop. I graduated high school a minute ago. And
me too, bro.
When I graduated high school,
when I think about it, it's a long time.
Yeah, nigga. But I don't even look my age, like real shit.
No, you look like we're the same age.
I'm older than everybody in this room.
And that's saying we look like we're the same age.
For a fact, I'm older than everybody in this room.
Do you feel like you're too old to ever chase your dreams?
No way. I'm chasing it right now, bro. I stopped selling drugs to chase it.
Honestly, like, all right, let me ask a better question. Do you feel like you're ever too old to keep selling drugs? Or at what point is it too old?
So it's kind of like it's levels to the shit. So it's
that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point should you stop when you reach a certain age?
So the thing is, it's never a should you stop. It's at what age are you right now? What are the real benefits? How profitable is this for you? How well put up is your family? How well taken care of is the lawyers if you decide to keep going and some shit happen?
Do you have all the contingencies set up for you to keep this
If you 50 and shit is going good and you under the radar, everything's paid for and you can deal with these lawyers and shit, go ahead. I'm not telling nobody.
And still take vacations and
I'm not telling nobody not to eat their food, bro. It's all on what you want. I had different risks. I was shot early in the game. I was shot fresh out of high school, bro. And like I went through a lot of shit. And so it's like I wanted different shit.
What was that like?
Being shot? Bro, that shit ain't like nothing you want to experience.
Do you forget?
Oh, I know. I'm not saying I want it. I
don't forget the feeling.
I just want to know.
On the flip side of it, it's like I was blessed. And because I got shot in the chest and I got shot in the leg in a drive-by shooting. And the leg wound was worse than the chest. I'll show y'all off camera, but when I show you the chest wound, you're gonna be like, damn, you got shot right there. Yeah. It was a flesh wound. It literally went in and came out. And the leg shit is what kind of like fucked me around. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I've been through a lot of shit. Like, man, from the best to the worst. I never had $1 million, but they know my name. I had what I had going on for sure.
Is that part of why, like, you live the Rockstar lifestyle that you live? You just want to be the best you that you possibly can be every chance that you get?
Yes, and a lot of the Rockstar shit come from the Atlanta upbringing. In Atlanta, you're accepted as whoever you want to be. Up here, up north, not to, like, throw shots or nothing, but it's like up north, you have to be who they want you to be. And if you're not who they want you to be,
they ain't gonna fuck with you.
They ain't gonna fuck with you.
They check your reality.
I'm who I am, and that's just what's going on, bro.
All right, so with you living that Rockstar lifestyle, right? From the outside, some would say you are a celebrity in your domain. Especially when it comes
I don't be liking that kind of shit. Celebrity shit.
I get where you're coming from, but it's not about what you look at. We're talking about how others look at you.
I done did all types of nowhere near celebrity.
I get that, but we're talking about how somebody look at you, not how you look at yourself. Okay? I mean, we're perceived differently in the eyes of others.
So give me 2 good examples other than the way a person dresses that would say celebrity. Because I ain't out here with big jewelry. I ain't got
That's
no
not
big
what
ass
gives me celebrity.
So
nigga.
what gives celebrity? Not saying you, but just like
if you walk into a place right now, chances are a good amount of people are gonna know you, right?
Well known is different from celebrity.
No, I get that. But in this age, it was the difference between local celebrity and well known.
I mean, local.
I think it's also plays a part.
They be trying to say that shit, but I don't be liking that because that's damn.
I know.
Like,
I don't like the word. I don't like the word
don't
local
be
celebrity.
liking
But
that.
like I said, speaking from the outside for others, right?
I'm P. They know what's going on.
Do you feel like once you reach that point, it came with like groupies?
Yes, but the wrong kind of groupies. That shit came with
What's the
like
wrong groupie?
fleas. Fuck up out of here. I ain't knowing that. That's why I don't go out and shit no more. Yo, bro, I don't go to the clubs and shit because it's like if I go, real shit, because niggas be doing shit that I don't like. Like my whole thing is keep that shit 1,000.
Who is bigger groupies, dudes or women?
So I'm gonna say dude, but not on that type of shit. Cause
No.
We know how
niggas fuck. But I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by niggas are bigger groupies than females, and I'm more so talking about like on a public aspect. If I go into the club right now, mind you, and I don't be in the club, so a lot of people or the people that fuck with me, they're gonna want to talk. The females are gonna, Tylon, P, woody, woo. The niggas, whether they genuinely want to buy some clothes, whether they just don't fuck with me at all, the first thing they do is start a conversation about clothes. Yo, I've been trying to get something from you, bro. Or, yo, I need it.
I seen you drop that the other day, my
bro,
nigga.
You don't have to, because I'm not one of those type of niggas. I'm not looking for every person that I know
to buy and support.
I'm not that type of nigga, bro. Buy what you like. I understand that you're not gonna like everything that I drop. I'm cool with that. Don't feel like if I walk up on you, you gotta damn near give me a story about
why you couldn't buy it.
Bro, just say what up. Ask me how I've been.
Have a normalized conversation.
Yeah, niggas be trying to fake kick it, bro. I don't want to fake kick it. That's why I don't be out in the public like that, bro.
All right, so how do people come up to you? Because I'm not gonna lie, respectfully, your price points is not the average price point for a lot of clothing wear that's coming out of Connecticut.
Okay.
Do you feel like a lot of people try to get your products for discounted prices? They just try to hit you up and try to get it less than what you are actually selling it for?
So yes and no. And the reason I say yes and no is because to the average person, first and foremost, this shit is lifestyle. This shit is 100% lifestyle. I'm not shopping at Walmart. I just told y'all about how I ended up selling drugs and shit because I wasn't with that.
Facts.
Real shit. This shit is lifestyle shit. So it's like at the end of the day, I'm not about to be inspired by Off-White and be making $20 t-shirts. Like that just doesn't make sense. If you're inspired by somebody on a Virgil level, you should be inspired from the bottom all the way to the top of his journey. And his journey did not stop at $20 t-shirts. It might have started there. I'm damn near 8 years into my shit.
There's no way you should still be there.
I earned everything that I'm asking for.
Facts.
And not only did I earn it just because I've been in it for almost 8 years, I've earned it because of the elevation, because of the quality, because of the fuck-ups, because of the things that I've taught other people, because of the mistakes that I've made that I don't want to double back on, because of the change. Be still here today, bro. I earned that shit.
So the price is not always just the quality of what you're selling. The price is the quality of you that you're selling as well, too.
No, the price is the price of average shit that's going on in the lifestyle that I live.
So if it was up to you, you would charge more.
Of course. But the reason I can't charge more is because niggas gonna cap your ass down.
Okay. So,
but, go ahead.
No, what you about to say?
But what I'm doing now, and it's like for the people who have been a part of my brand forever, I'm quite sure you can kind of like see the transition. And so it's like what I'm doing now is, again, I didn't start this brand on some shit like, yo, I got X, Y. Let me go back. I started my brand with $120, bro. Let's get that out the way first and foremost. I didn't take no racks. I started my brand. I initially, if you fuck with me, if you bought the Summer Games collection, I dropped a basketball jersey. It had number 24 on the back. 24 represents the first 24 hats that I bought.
So it's 24 hats that you started out. That was the
number. That was the initial buy. The actual drop, because I bought the 24 hats, and after I made like probably like 10, 15 hats. I posted them on Facebook like, yo, I'm making these hats. Niggas went crazy before I even dropped them. So I'm
So
like,
it was like, maybe buy more.
and I end up with 50 hats for the drop.
Okay.
And so at the end of the day, I ain't spend no racks and racks and racks on this shit. And I just forgot where the fuck we was going with the conversation. Where was we going? Because we was getting good, bro.
I don't know. It was getting good, but
What about the price point? And you,
yeah,
it was price point. And so like I'm saying, like at the end of the day, the shit that I'm inspired by, the things that I'm doing, the work that I've actually put into this shit, it's like it only makes sense. Like if you really think about it, and I'm not talking like PacSun and Forever 21 and all these graphic t-shirts at motherfucking Walmart. No. If you think the average local urban streetwear brand, it's a difference between your mom and pops selling their little church t-shirts or they t-shirt that say whatever it say. Streetwear is streetwear. And first and foremost, shit ain't cheap. If you want to make cheap clothes, affordable clothes and cheap clothes, it's a totally different
Two different things.
I make affordable clothes, bro.
If
I let you
agree.
feel the quality of this shirt,
I would agree.
If I let you feel the quality of this shirt, bro, like I make affordable shit, but it's like, oh, that's where we was going with the conversation. I haven't always been doing what I wanted to do with this shit. And that's what I was saying. Like, if you really been with me from the beginning and you will kind of like notice the transition, and you've been saying it a lot, Rockstar.
Yeah.
Just imagine me coming out after I made those hats, trying to come how I'm coming now. Connecticut is like a following state, bro. Like not to say it like that, bro.
But
it's a
Connecticut pick and choose
state,
who they're
bro.
gonna fuck with.
yeah.
So my whole thing is this. Deep down inside, I know who I am. I know what I like. I know how I like to pop my shit. That's why if you go to my personal Instagram, and it's kind of like a shame, but it is what it is. It's more designer on my personal page than survival. You know why? Because I had to create a foundation. And in order to create a foundation in Connecticut, you have to give them what they want,
Facts.
but give it to them in a way where you're doing what you want to do.
You're compromising.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't come just giving y'all all these jeans with stones in it, and I can't come giving y'all bedazzle on. I got a sweatsuit.
You gotta
y'all to
start
death.
straight. You gotta
I
start
got a sweatsuit to the ground. But I'm coming.
You get tired.
I'm coming
of it.
with fire.
Yeah.
Like, I'm coming with fire. Shit, like niggas,
Yeah.
nah, man. 7, 8,
But
6,
once you
7
make
years
that,
of it.
once you make that foundation right now, and then you start with something new, niggas they ain't gonna look at you with that cross eye like, what the fuck is this
Because
nigga
the
doing?
thing is, like, when I go out, when I go to the club and I like go to events or anything like nice, I don't want to wear a sweatsuit.
Facts.
I made so many sweatsuits that it forced me when I'm going out to do these real things where I'm really on camera and having fun. I got on Givenchy, I got on Gucci, I got on, and they probably thinking like, well, damn.
You don't wear your own shit?
And it's like, I wear my own shit, but
This
I
not
got
the time and
sweatsuits I can't
place.
wear.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
can't wear a sweatsuit for everything, nigga.
So
Oh,
now
your sweatsuits
I
to
was
the
like,
club
I
and
went
shit.
through so much, and 2022 was like a real changing and challenging year for me.
Evolution.
You see what I'm saying? So after that, it's like I'm about to do exactly what I want to do because again, back to the music shit, right? And this is just gonna make so much sense. Back to the music shit. I had a lot of artists fuck with me. And I had a lot of artists not only fuck with me, I got great content. My shit was in the New York Times with Lil Baby. Lil Durk performed at a fucking after party out here. I got great.
Your resume is strong.
That shit is amazing.
I know that for a fact. And again, I haven't even met you before this.
You see what I'm
And I
saying?
can literally confirm that your resume is strong, bro. Your work. Before you continue, let me just take this time to give you this flower, this credit real quick, bro. Your work ethic, different.
For sure.
Out of this world.
For sure.
On some real shit. That right there is one of the epitome of why you're so successful right now.
For sure.
Because of how hard you're willing to fucking work.
For sure.
Continue. I just wanted to say that.
So it's like at the beginning, yeah, I was giving them pieces, whatever the case may be. And like I say, I got great content off of it. I don't know if God was on my side. I don't know if the pieces was actually just that fire. I don't know if it was the right place, the right time. I don't know. But I received the blessing, and it is what it is. But my whole thing is now, moving forward, I'm really into fashion. Like, I care about fashion. I really appreciate everything about it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, what's the chances right now? If you think of local brands, because I'm still a local brand.
Mm-hmm.
If you think of local, if you think,
I'm sorry.
if you think of local brands right now, right, and you think of these higher up fucking artists and shit, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, the 21 Savages, all these people, and you go give them a t-shirt that you made, a hoodie that you made, even a sweatsuit that you made, right now today, what's the chances of them actually wearing it? Because now you gotta think about them on their personal time. And when you watching their Instagram story, when you see them out, you might see them with a sweatsuit on, but it's something of a higher level.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, they might pass that shit off to their homies.
Else.
That's whatever. So it's like, for me, in order for me to still try to do that type of marketing, networking, I gotta make the type of shit that they into. And guess what? The type of shit that they into is exactly what I'm into. Because when you make good pieces, the name does not matter.
Niggas are weird no matter
Niggas
what.
weird, yeah.
Because the minute they've touched the quality.
That's how names get boosted up, bro, because it'd be a name that nobody know about. It get to one of these artists, and the artists really fuck with their shit to the point where I'm not paying. You ain't got to pay me for this promo, no nothing, because guess what?
I'm wearing it.
I'm wearing it, and I'm showing you love on this shit.
Facts. Now, you're going to see paparazzi catch pictures in it. You're going to see different Instagram posts catching it, and you're going to be like, niggas don't even know yet.
And
like,
now,
that's your shit.
So now, guess what? If I'm not making the pieces, first of all, because I'm my own marketing program, if I'm not making the pieces that, first of all, I can wear in these places, and for 2, that I can give these people with confidence, how far are you really going to get?
Facts.
Yo, you know what's crazy about that? Even then, like, I just figured out, they have people on Instagram that literally go and find pieces that people want to find.
I'm telling you,
Like,
I
they'll
have
be like-
athletes in my shit. Yo, like, listen here. I'm not even going to question it, because at the end of the day, the type of people that done wore my shit, I know for a fact they have to fuck with it.
All right, so let's name drop.
That's name drop?
Let's name drop.
Facts.
So we got 21 Savage, and the reason I said his name first over Little Baby, he wore my same sweatsuit twice.
Which means he actually had to fuck with it.
He wore it twice. He wore it whenever he wore it. Then another time, probably like a couple months later, he wore it again. And the first thing I think when it comes to like artists and shit like that, they got
They don't
so
wear
much
the
money.
same shit twice.
You wore this Survivor
Because it's
shit
not
twice?
you don't have 2 of these. Nigga.
I
I know you don't have 2 of
downplayed
these.
my shit. I'm like, you
Yeah.
wore that shit twice? Over the Da Vinci motherfucker? Over
Yeah. Which means
You really fuck with it.
exactly.
Because you have so many options as an artist.
You do.
And so we got 21 Savage, and we got Lil Baby, and Lil Baby, the reason I'm going to say his name, well, I said his name third, but the reason Lil Baby DM'd me.
Really? For your
Bro.
piece?
Watch this. On camera. On camera. No cap. No
That's
cap.
kind of crazy.
And it started from one of his little homies from his hood that I ended up giving some pieces to. And I pulled up on him at Kroger's. He like,
Nigga,
yo,
and a lot of niggas don't know about Kroger's.
I pulled up on him at Kroger's. And he like, yo, when I go back to the hood, he was in Lil Baby, that's my dog video. He was like, when I go back to the hood, I'ma let niggas know and whatever. Man, probably like an hour and a half later, Lil Baby DM me. I'm about to show you the DM, but before this, now mind you, yes, I used to send certain artists my shit or DM certain artists. Lil Baby, I added him in a couple posts on his music and never hit him about my clothes.
Not at all.
Look at the first DM, and I want you to read the DM, and I want you to read the date. Real shit. This ain't no cap. And then you can go to the picture to see if it's a fake page. That's him.
So the first DM, January 13th, 2018. I need everything you got in a small.
Come on, man. And if you go to my YouTube, if you go to my shit, you can see that everything made sense. He wore all that shit at shows. He went back to his high school. I got good foot in the
Bro,
newspaper.
I don't want to try to be too nosy.
Like,
bro.
come on, man. Like, I ain't gonna cap.
I ain't gonna lie. That
crazy.
I like that you
And
scrolled
then
all
again,
the way
and then
up.
again, that's Baby. That ain't the fake page.
Yeah,
That's
that's the real Baby.
That's
That's
the
the
real
real
one.
Damn.
That shit didn't go to the
He hit
request
me.
page. That shit
So-
didn't go to the request inbox.
So that alone right there, put
It
niggas
show
in the
you something,
bag.
yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie,
Like,
nigga.
come on, man.
I would have
Calm down.
screenshotted that, cropped everything else, and just kept that one message.
So I'll get into the reason why I archived my page. I've been took all that artist shit off my page. But we got 21 Savage, we got Lil Baby. And again, I'm not talking about that I just it's only one artist that I gave pieces to that I never got content, and that's Da Baby. Da Baby and Stunnerful Vegas.
Okay.
Those are only two that I
But
didn't
everybody else, you got some type of response back.
I got incredible shit back. Like, I ain't just get like a
this
picture
shit
that I
hard.
had to screenshot. Like, you know, you give an artist some shit, you might see some shit on his
You
story.
gotta wait for them to post it to catch it.
They not even posting it on their page. You might catch some shit on their story on the airplane with your hoodie on.
Yeah.
You gotta screen.
Or if somebody else posts them
Bro,
in that
my
shit or
shit
something
is
like
in all
that.
kind of videos. My shit is on YouTube. My shit is in the New York Times. Little Baby is in the New York Times with my sweatsuit on in a picture with Gucci Man lawyer, bro. Like, come on.
Talk your shit, niggas.
Like, come on.
That's different.
Another nigga who I have a personal relationship, Collision. He's not the biggest artist in the world, but he's signed to QC. My shit is all in his videos. I got all type of footage with him, Hood Rich Pablo, Lil Baby, fucking R.I.P. Takeoff, Quavo, all these. They didn't have my shit on. Collision had it on, but like this is the set. Like my shit is in these hands. Motherfucking Lil Baby DJ Champ had my shit on. I got footage of that, pictures of that. My boy Collision, I dressed him for his whole tour. He was on the Lil Baby tour. What was the name of that Lil Baby tour? That shit was in like 2000.
Fucking touring a lot.
It was
so
in
it's hard
like
to keep up.
2018 or 2019.
That's his real
Yeah,
big.
that was at his
Fucking-
peak too. That was around his peak too.
G Herbo, shit.
The list goes
Man,
the fuck
it's
on.
big names. I'm not just my boy. Shout out my boy Young Ma. He was signed to Gucci Man at the time. He doing his own shit right now. But like,
Names, man, names.
like yeah, big names. And again, the biggest shit about it is they didn't just get my pieces. I have good footage, good content to say that these people got these pieces and they appreciated it. I don't. What you gonna say? Oh, that was when he first started. It doesn't matter. It was good quality hood pieces that they could relate to. Because when I first started, I'm putting out hood shit.
So the footwork would have never made a difference if you never made the time to make the quality proper.
The footworks always makes a difference, even if you don't got good quality. Because guess what? It starts with you. And you
Okay.
ain't gonna start off with the best quality. But if you really want it, you're gonna find out what you're doing wrong to get to the next level of the quality.
Facts.
When you start, go ahead.
All right. Why did you want to just start making clothes? I'm just like, because
see,
like
that's
you
the
have
shit.
you have such a forward mind about fashion. Like I understand you said that, you like you always dress fly or whatever like that. Like you know what I mean.
And see, I was never the flyest because there's niggas that's flyer than me. I was just always me within what I.
That's what I'm saying. Like
appreciated
you've
in
never,
fashion.
and that's what I like about this. You never try to come off as like I'm flyer than this or
nah.
because you're a fashion guy, but you don't try to come off as the most fashionable. You just try to make shit that you want to wear in situations that's appropriate.
Exactly.
That's what I got from everything that you said. Honestly, you start off with sweatpants. You realize I can't wear this in every single fucking life, nigga. I can't wear this to when I go out and party with certain people. Like this, is not the time and place for it. So how do I compromise for that? So niggas don't hit me with the nigga. You're not wearing your shit. Why should I buy it? Type of shit.
But I don't get caught up into that anyways. Nigga, you ain't wearing your shit.
But
like I've been making this shit for 8 years.
It's just crazy. You go from that to, get me wrong, but you have an
that's what you
inspiration.
were saying.
But get an inspiration from Virgil.
So
You know what I mean? Like that's just it's a transition that's like, I fully immerse myself into this shit.
But want me to tell you something that's gonna sound real crazy, and it's just like how the universe works, right? So when I first came in, y'all already know my name, but I told y'all my name and then I said P. A lot of people say, well, if your name is Tylon, what is
I was
P?
gonna ask that. Like, why is
So
P?
I got that name was given to me in Fox because of the Southern upbringing.
The very first
and
school
around
that you went to when you came up here.
Yeah, and it's like that was during the No Limit Bout It Master P era.
Yeah.
I knew all the songs, everything.
Cause you was from.
They originally started calling me Country. And then by like the end of my 8th grade year, they started calling me P. But it came,
Master P.
it was really Master P. And then Weaver freshman year, they cut the master off.
It's like just P.
And it's just P. Like that's everybody started introducing. Because I was still like the new guy,
Yeah.
especially in high school. And it's like, that's my boy P. And so it's like, look at Master P, the real Master P. Look at his resume. Look how he started. Look at how much he sold and went platinum out the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
For my name to be Master P, I really went platinum out the trunk in the
Facts.
hood and started a whole
Facts.
wave.
Fact.
Really
Came
did.
from the streets and made
Really,
some.
really did.
All right, so I actually wanted to ask this all night, but I wanted to find the right time. But I'm gonna ask while I remember. Like, all right, so from where you came from, selling drugs, right, and now selling clothes, where is the similarities in how you execute business between those?
Yo, it's 100% the same.
The same shit, right?
And that's why it makes the transition so easy for me. The hardest part of the transition was learning the actual business aspect of creating, designing clothes and shit like that. But as far as the marketing, the execution, the approach, and all that shit, it's
Like
same.
selling weed.
It's the same
Same
bro.
shit.
It's the same, bro.
Okay.
It's the same. And it's really just a mindset. It's like, what do you want out of it? And what you want out of it, what are you going to do to go get that?
Where are you willing to start, and are you gonna stay with where you start?
How many ways can you come up with? How many different ways can you come up with to get the same result?
Okay. Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
That is street mentality.
Exactly. Because when you out here hustling, selling drugs, you're gonna be on the block, and you're gonna ride through this block that you know licks be.
Because the same, you want the same result no
You
matter
want the
what. At the
same-
end of the day, the goal is the same:
How many different ways can you get this same result?
to get rid of the product.
There you go. There you go.
And that's the goal at the end of the day. No matter what the product is,
How many different ways?
the goal is to get rid of it.
Gotta get it.
You don't want to be sitting on product. Like, what's the point of buying a whole bulk of weed for me to be sitting on it for 3 months?
And then see, the thing with me was when I was in the streets, I had good money. I was never no $1 million nigga. I was always smart. And the reason I was smart was how I was brought up. And the reason I knew I was smart, I had people who was on my phone from way back 2005, 2006, that when I stopped selling drugs, still on my phone. I had went to jail in the mix of this shit, left my boy with my trap phone, all type of shit, bro.
You know what that means?
What's up?
It means your customer service was superb.
And bro, my licks used to buy me Christmas gifts. It's this one lick. Bro, if I'm lying, I'm flying, bro. 2 licks. I had this one lick name.
Yo, bro.
I ain't even gonna say their name, but I had this one person.
Are they a lick if they had enough money to buy you gifts?
Well, just lick is just lick. So this is the thing. Gift isn't always about money.
Okay.
Gift isn't always about
You're
money.
right. DIY.
No,
No, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
They got you a little something extra.
Holidays and birthdays, I have 2 specific people who used
They
to
knew your
owe-
birthday too?
For sure, bro. These people, like I just said, bro, these people been on my phone forever. And then that's the thing, bro. Like, you got to really think about it. Just because a person has a personal preference of their recreational drug,
That don't change or negate
that
who
don't-
they
we
are as a
did hear-
person.
I have
Like,
people-
Yo, we
Yes.
did hear a story recently about that, kind of, in a way.
Because
You know
some of
what
the best people out there love drugs
bro, listen, I
Everybody
done
love
made
drugs.
some amazing relationships
through
off of-
drugs.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
So, all right, right. When
Now,
I,
these people done did like real shit, like as crackhead as they want to call them or whatever. Yeah, there's a difference between crackheads and people who just get high.
that do
Bro,
crack.
these people, because I'm a genuine person, and when I come and I fuck with you and you're around me enough, you're gonna see that, bro. These people used to treat me like I was their family, bro.
Facts.
I'm talking about white people with good money. If I needed anything, I could get it, bro.
Facts.
Because of how I dealt with them with respect, bro. You see, it's the Atlanta shit. It's all about the respect.
How you carry
Respect,
yourself.
It gets you so far, bro.
Because even though some people look at you cross-eyed, the way they feel about it and how they internalize it is different than how they express it.
You're gonna burn your blessings without it.
Facts.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
G shit.
That's real shit. On some real shit. But on a side note, I just wanted to say this real quick. Have anybody ever told you when you speak, you sound like you're preaching?
No. No.
Never?
Ever said that.
Never?
This is the first. That's good. or
You don't be
that's
hearing
bad?
yourself with that.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you. Nah, I'm gonna tell you about that. Nah, real
Like
shit.
he take a little pause. Like I'm
grew
gonna
up-
tell you, my brother.
I was very like asthmatic and shit as a kid.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes
that's
sense.
fucked up.
Yeah, nah, that is cool.
I don't regret it. I don't regret what I said. I'll stand by that shit.
Nah, you straight, bro. But nah, that come from like I outgrew it. Like I don't have asthma attacks and shit. No,
But
but like, I
the-
used to be on all type of shit.
The actions that you
I still
develop.
have- I still have small symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You try
Nah,
to take a little breath in between every
I ain't
sentence.
tripping off that, bro. I ain't tripping off.
I ain't gonna lie. You be a great public speaker, dog. I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
trying to get better with that type of shit. Bro.
You,
Real
nigga, you
shit.
are already good.
Right?
I mean,
Every time you speak,
so no, the thing is, I could tell my story.
I
could tell
get
my
that.
story good.
But look at that. Public speaking is really just being you.
But if you could tell your story in
But
different ways to different
it's
people.
being you on different levels.
True.
If I got to go public speak for some shit with the Congress about my business,
That-
already I'm gonna try to tone it down and not be me because it's who it's for.
But that's when you learn how to like what he
Code
did something.
switch.
He did something the other day. Well, not the other day, but whatever. He did something where he put something into a system where it kind of enhances it, right?
Okay.
And I looked at it. It's the same thing, but it's more enhanced, right? You get what I'm saying? So when you can still go to Congress or whatever and still be the same person that you are today, but you just have to learn how to enhance that person to be able for them to understand.
Honestly, what I call it is selective honesty. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Or that's
Explain that.
So
Elaborate on that.
selective honesty to me is it's not being dishonest. It's you're picking and choosing the sides that you need to display for the appropriate situation.
I like that because that's pretty much how it should be.
And that's how it is. Because
Everything
you're not
ain't
supposed to
for
be
everybody.
fool you dilutely every single time.
There's
So
a
the
time
thing
and place.
is, you don't have to lie without telling
The
everybody the truth.
That's why I call it selective honesty.
Okay. Same
Because
shit.
to me, omitting is not lying. Just because I failed to tell you something didn't mean I lied to you.
There you go.
It's when I told you something opposite of what it is when I lied to you. And a lot of people like to associate omitting with lying because they feel like you held back. And it's like, no, you weren't strong enough to see forward. That's how I look at it. Because at the end of the day, when people get one above you, nigga, it's on you.
You can't let them get one up though. That's the thing. You got
At the end of the day, somebody is going to get one up on you.
They not unless you let them.
I get that. But sometimes you be so jaded in your own shit that somebody is the right time and place.
So a lot of shit with me, I really figured out that it's like it's a mindset, bro. And the reason I 100% know and I can stamp that everything is a mindset is the fact that everybody believe in a different God.
Okay.
So with that alone, everything is a mindset, bro. It's all on how you perceive it, how you receive it, and how you
Externalize it.
There you go, bro. It's all a mindset, bro.
Perception.
I
is your
respect. No,
reality.
you're right.
Like, come on.
And it's funny because I should know better when it comes to that as well too. Because, like, I'm officially like hitting the 0 in my 30 is officially disappearing. I'm not gonna be 31.
And you said I'm that same age as you.
I said you look. I never said you was. I said
okay.
you look.
Yeah, okay.
Don't
Yeah.
twist my words.
Yeah,
You
nah.
still older than me, nigga.
I'm the youngest one in the room.
Nah, that's me. And I look the oldest.
I'm the youngest one in the
You
room.
feel the oldest.
Not for long. She about to pay off me running laps.
This nigga grown when he gets up.
My legs hurt like a motherfucker right now.
All right, so all right. Let me ask like a deep question in a sense, right?
Pause.
So pause. But when you get older, right? As you get older, does life become easier?
Life doesn't become easier; it becomes more understanding.
Elaborate.
So it never gets easier, bro. You're always gonna be faced with the obstacles of life, but as you get older, you start understanding. I'm quite sure you as an adult, even if it's only one thing that your mother said to you when you was young, now as an adult, you understand it. It's like, this is exactly why she used to be saying that shit. Want me to tell you one thing that I understand right now as an adult? when your mother used to be like, if I gotta come take time off of work to come up to that school, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Now you know
Yeah,
why.
you
Bro, I
exactly
ain't
why.
calling out of work, bro. Like that.
Just
shit
to
is
come fucking discipline you.
Bro, that
You should have
shit
been
is
disciplined.
important. One day missing your 8 or 10 hours out of this, they ain't giving you no
It's not,
overtime.
and honestly, it's not even out of the fact that they're missing money. It's bigger than that.
But it's for me, it's like the understanding.
Yes, because
I
then now it's like,
understand why.
now I have to come miss out on certain things to discipline you. It takes away from the opportunities I was trying to put in place to provide for you.
As a
Exactly.
kid, I don't give a fuck if you have to dry your shirt on the oven, and I had to do that before. As kids, we think our parents are rich.
Facts. And if your kids don't think you're rich, you're doing something wrong.
Bro, we think our parents are rich as kids.
Even when they have nothing.
So it's like, as an adult, I understand the struggles and the transition of really just like buckling down on real responsibilities. Bro, I got life insurance. You know how many niggas
Yo!
don't
So
have
got
that?
life insurance.
Black
You know what I
people
mean?
specifically.
You know how many niggas don't have that?
At facts.
It's
Even
like,
when
got
I didn't
life
have kids that
insurance,
had
bro.
life
Like,
insurance.
Facts.
You said, huh?
Even when I didn't have kids that had life
Nah,
insurance.
but
see what I'm
black
saying?
people
It's
don't
like-
know about
it's shit like
insurance
that
in
is
general.
important. But guess what? It wasn't. The most dangerous days of my life, that shit wasn't important to me, bro.
And honestly, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Because I know what you mean. It's not when you got into this game. It's when you was risking your life
Bro, I had life
every
insurance
single
only for
fucking
3
day.
years, bro.
And that you,
This ain't nothing I've been
and that's your
had.
most recent 3 years,
But
right?
guess what? It's not where you from. It's
Where you
at.
come.
Right.
It's not where you're coming from. It's where you're going to
It's
be
where
at.
you at, bro. It's
On
where
some
you
real
going.
shit.
It's where you at, and it's where you're trying to go.
On some real shit.
You see what I'm saying?
Nah, I respect that.
Another shit. I just got my pardon, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, so you
Congratulations.
clear.
I got a brand new social
Clap
security
that
number,
shit
bro.
up.
Like, and that's like where I come from, bro. Like, I ain't gonna sit on here and just act like I was the biggest. Like, what I was a drug dealer. I ain't gonna say I was gunslinging and all this and
But
that. It's
not many people can
Bro,
stand
I
by
got-
their
I had
past so
cases, I had
confidently.
felonies, bro, like real live shit that I went through, and it's like I overcame all that, and it didn't take for me to move away. It took the mindset.
The mindset.
It took the understanding of
You
me
didn't have to
getting older.
physically move
Leave,
away
yeah.
to move away.
Even the choice of me not selling drugs and saying, fuck it, I'm going to just try this shit with this brand. It wasn't no guarantee that August 15th, and I didn't decide on August 15th that I wasn't going to sell
That
drugs.
was just the time.
But when I decided, bro, it was no guarantee that this shit was going to work or whatever the case may be. And since then, I had some hard-ass times, bro.
But isn't that the same reality when it comes to starting to sell drugs? It's no guarantee that you're gonna be
But the
fucking
thing
riches
is,
overnight.
the reality of where we come from is it's easier to go back to what you know
Fact.
they continue to do what you're failing at.
And that's
Fact.
honestly, that's what people in general.
It's easier to stay in my comfort zone than to do what it takes to get to the next level
So when
to
I
be
took my
uncomfortable.
first loss in the clothing brand or whatever ended up happening, you know how easy it would have been right then and there
To
for me
just go back
say,
and
"Man,
sell
fuck
drugs."
this shit.
I'm
Bro,
going
this
right
shit,
back
I
to
ain't about to be keep losing my money. I'm about to, you know how easy it would have been for me to do
Yeah.
that? So now, after you get understanding, you get challenges. How big are you to overcome these challenges?
You know, I can't quit at anything I start
Like, come on, bro.
because I've learned it's actually easier to quit than to
It's
continue.
way easier, bro. And that's why I be saying, bro, niggas think accomplishments come in materialistic things, bro.
No,
Don't.
accomplishments is not
It
linear
don't,
like
bro.
this. Accomplishments is
Like, they think that shit come from platinum plaques, bro. That
Accomplishments
is
come from not
it's
giving
a
up.
certain accomplishment, yes, but it's like accomplishments only matter based off of the goals that you're chasing.
And
But
what did you put in to
but-
get there?
So in reality, not everybody's saying everything. And I think I have a grander understanding of what accomplishments really are. Accomplishments is just not quitting.
That's the biggest one.
That's literally it.
That's
How can you accomplish if you don't
money
quit?
is not an accomplishment.
It's
bro.
not.
It's not.
It's not.
Money is a reward.
That's the plus. That's the cherry
It's
on
a
top.
convenience.
There you go, bro.
It can provide for the convenience
But it's
that you
fucking
need.
great. Like, let's not get.
Oh yeah,
this
I'm
shit.
saying I
Let's
want to buy
not
my
get-
convenience.
The money is it.
The
I
money
wanna
is-
buy
I
my
need the
convenience.
money
It's
is.
like, yeah, that ain't the. You know?
All right, so speaking of money, then, right? Like, how you feel about these niggas spending money on these bitches out here?
And after we go to spending money on these bitches, we gonna get back to the price point because these niggas is cheap
Oh yeah,
on some real shit.
we
ain't
can
even
we can
gonna skip
segue in it because
Yeah, we
they
gonna-
cheap with
yeah.
everything and they cheap with girls too. So we can segue into it.
I mean, shit. How do I feel about
Yeah.
spending money on
Especially
bitches?
for a man who work hard and knowing that his money have to go back to his business.
It's like
it's hard out here.
Honestly, each his own. But it's like if you're gonna really be out here, like I work hard for my shit, bro. Like I don't sell drugs. I don't scam.
You don't buy jewelry.
Swipe. I mean, I could if I wanted to,
but
but
that's
that's
my point.
Not what I'm.
That's not what you do. That's not what you do.
That's not what I'm.
There's a lot of people who do things that's not even in their means.
I got real goals for my business that I have not financially accomplished that I want. So buying a chain, a watch,
slows the process.
It don't make sense.
It's not gonna make sense for what I'm trying to do for myself. But it's like, and when you working hard for your money, bro, that shit is a whole different ball game. It's like you ain't just giving your shit up to know any and everybody like that, bro.
That's facts. Nigga.
Like,
it's hard.
You gotta really be locked in. You gotta. So my whole thing is appreciation, bro, and that just goes hand in hand with the respect shit. Once I feel appreciated, I'm gonna go that extra mile. I'm gonna do any and everything because I'm a giver, bro. Like I'm a genuine, pure person. I don't have a problem with giving because money and all that shit is material. It's gonna come back. You can spend your last dollar right now. Unless you die in the morning, you're gonna get some more money.
Facts.
But at the end of the day, and once you put a certain level of time and determination and attention to get this money, you ain't just freely just throwing that shit around like that, bro.
You got to be a public speaker, bro.
I mean,
I'm
shit,
captivated.
Let's go. I mean, but it's a difference now. It's a difference.
You gotta
honestly.
be a mayor.
It's a difference, bro.
You got to be a public figure at some point.
So my take on it as well, before we get off that subject, is it's a difference between having fun and tricking.
It's a huge difference because tricking is not always fun.
Well, I mean, shit. I like
some
to have
people.
fun. So, like,
Bro,
I consider
when you're spending more than you have, it's not fun. In the end of the
but
day,
I consider
man, it ain't
having
tricky
fun
if you
is
got
like if you say, okay, say we go to the club and niggas get a VIP section. Again, I don't club, but if we go to the club, we get a VIP section and we buying bottles and a bunch of the females that we know, they come in to flood the section and we buying more bottles to compliment the females. That's just us having fun. We fuck with them off rip, and whether we having sex or not, those are people, they in our VIP, like this is what we doing, we buying bottles.
actually, I watched the Dave Chappelle special, his latest one the other day, that actually changed my perspective on that specific scenario, right? He actually gave a scenario where he talked about how he's in a club, in a VIP section with somebody who bought his VIP section and all his club. And he's there watching them like, oh, this nigga have a bottle service, all of that. But in the other nigga head, he's like, nigga, I worked my ass off to get this VIP section. And then on top of that, I have Dave Chappelle fucking staring at me. But with
Now the tricking is when you know you want to fuck this bitch. You know you like this bitch. However it go, and you're purposely doing the extra shit looking for a reward.
But we all
That's
do it.
tricking.
We all
No,
do it.
we all don't.
I'm not talking about money wise.
How? I trick some time off. I spend, but again,
You
giving-
never trick once in a while?
But see, that's when I was on that. And again, I wouldn't consider it tricking because a bitch was giving me the pussy.
Okay.
I'm having
so
fun.
if you get the pussy in the end, it's not
me
tricking.
having fun. So again, like I said, me considering tricking is when you're putting all these things in place with the thought of the reward being the pussy or getting the bitch. When you out popping bottles, having fun, and that bitch giving you the pussy, and you feel like you want to give her, it's different.
That's
now
different.
You
So
having
you know
fun.
pussy's guaranteed. So you,
I'm
no
not
matter
buying
what
no
amount of
pussy.
money you spend, it's just having fun.
Tricking
Again.
is an old nigga paying bills.
So when you spend the
It's
same amount of
females.
money with intentions of getting the pussy, it's
That's
tricking.
trick. It's
but when
female-
you spend the
'cause again,
same money, but
if you not spending no type of money on a bitch, it's like it's pointless. And again, it's levels to shit. And yeah, if females can say I bought them shit, nobody can't say I ever tricked on them.
so what about all right?
And females done bought me shit.
So what would you say when you're spending no money on these girls, but you're still getting the pussy? What would you say then?
You pushing P. That's what I got going. That's what we got going. But again, you still gonna spend some money. Like at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
But it's levels on it. Like
It's
all
levels.
Gas money,
all
it's
that.
whatever. You gotta
but
spend
that's just like I'm the type of person. Like if I fuck with you, I'm gonna look out. Like I ain't one of those. Like I'm not a stingy person. I don't come from that, bro. I come from a good background. I come from struggles as well, so I know how it is.
So let
to
me
not
fucking
have.
trick a little bit. Shit, I had a good life.
I'm not gonna use that word because I don't trick.
So what would you call it?
What would
Having
I call
fun? Just having fun?
Again, I told you what tricking was. Tricking for me, everybody got their own definition of
Okay.
tricking. For me,
So you will never be in a position in life where you feel like you have to trick for pussy.
as of right now, I don't feel that I would be in that situation. Will I ever be in that situation? Would I trick if it came? I don't know. But as of right now, I don't. What I need to trick for?
So you will never buy pussy at this point, no matter how successful you get?
If I'm buying it for fun. It's a
Touche.
difference, bro.
Touche.
It's a difference.
You
if
make
we
a
go
good
to
point.
the red light district and
You
this
make
is
a
what
good
we
point.
doing, that's not tricking. That's having
Have
fun with the
fun.
guys.
I'm on
We buying
vacation.
pussy. Again, my
Buying
definition of
prostitutes
tricking
ain't
Shit, I'm on
is,
vacation.
my definition
I
of
like
tricking
that.
is I see Tasha. And she be on
I'm
Instagram.
chasing Tasha. I'm in
she
her
be on
DMs.
Instagram looking good. I'm in her DM. The Valentine's Day coming up. I'm sending Tasha roses. I'm
With no
telling-
guaranteed pussy.
with
My
no
boy.
guarantee pussy. I'm telling Tasha, yo, let me take you out to eat.
I got your cell
I'm
phone
telling
bill.
Tasha, that's tricking.
You tricking.
Yeah.
Nigga, you a trick.
If you having fun, if you in the club and y'all go to the pizza spot after the club, niggas is drunk and you
Matter
see
of fact, Tasha
Tasha
already gave you pussy.
and you buy
And
her a
you
couple
buy-
slices,
yeah.
that's not
That's
tricking.
not
You're
tricking.
having
Tasha, I'm just trying to
fun.
make sure you have you eat in this
There
moment because
you
we can't
go.
drink
I
without you
bought
eating.
I bought a large pizza, half a pizza.
But guess what?
That's not
If you
tricking.
the right type of nigga and you having the right type of fun,
That's right.
then it's good. Like you don't have to
I
do
love
all
your
of that, bro.
perspective. I ain't gonna lie. I
ain't
love
gotta
that
do all of that.
perspective. On some real
I
shit.
never thought about it like that,
Real
but I
shit.
like that. I like that. I like that.
Because niggas try to make it seem like any type of money given or spent on a bitch is tricking.
It's
and
not.
bro.
So all right.
It's
So
not.
it goes back to the saying: it ain't tricking if you got it.
No, it's not even. Again, no, because now it has nothing to do with if you got it or not. If you want this bitch bad enough and you feel
You're
like you
right.
gotta spend
Because
some money,
you're
and
right.
that's what you're
Because
gonna
if
try
I'm
to
out
do
eating
that.
lobster and I know I couldn't afford lobster this night, but I see you and I want to just have a good time, bitch, we both eating lobster.
Niggas be saying it ain't tricking if you got it. It's tricking if you trying to get that ass.
Even
and
if
this
you
is the
don't
only
got
way
it, it is tricking
So
if you're doing the most for it.
Nah, here we go. If you ain't get the pussy, it's tricking.
Not the pussy ain't
No.
guaranteed. If the
No.
pussy is guaranteed.
No, again, if I say right now, like you know what, I like Shorty. I wanna go out to eat. And I go out to eat with her and I don't fuck, that's not tricking. We went out to eat.
Because I just wanted to eat and I just wanted to go out.
I got to benefit off
No,
that.
you're right. Because
If
I got out
wanna
the house.
fuck her,
I got out the house.
and I like her, and her birthday's coming up, and I'm like, damn, what you want for your birthday? And she like, I want this Louis, I want this Gucci, and I go buy that for her. I have no personal
Because you had no
benefit off
intention of
that.
getting pussy out of it. You did it just because you wanted to do it for her.
But buying the bag, you like, oh, if I buy her this,
I'm gonna
bag,
get some
then
pussy.
Maybe she'll like
and
me.
then you
Maybe
feel
she'll give me some
resentful when
pussy.
she don't give you some pussy.
Now
Now
you
it's
an
a
idiot.
problem.
I'm not tricking, bro. I work hard for
I
my
respect
money,
that.
bro. I've been
I respect
on camera.
that.
I've been stopped selling drugs. This is not a gimmick. I work hard for my shit. I work out a group home. No, real shit, bro. Because it's like we ain't doing that.
I can't trick, bitch. I'm not in the position,
I ain't
bro.
got that. We ain't doing that shit.
I'll have fun when I want to have
On
fun.
my time.
But to say I'm about to buy you these Da Vinci boots in the hopes that I'm going to get some pussy, I would rather buy my own Da Vinci boots in the hope that you dig in my drip and give me the pussy.
Facts.
You see what I'm
Matter of
saying?
fact, nah,
Facts.
bitch, buy
Like,
my
come on.
clothes.
Invest in yourself.
I'm not
Buy my
doing that.
clothes.
Not
Invest
doing
in
that.
yourself, gentlemen. That's all. That's all the message for this. So you niggas out here trying to buy pussy. Buy nice shit and they might like you.
And no hate to the niggas that's tricking. Like, get yours. Like, I'm not opposed
Listen,
to
live
none.
your
Like,
life.
dude,
Listen,
exactly.
listen. As long
Each
as you're
his
not
own.
killing, raping, stealing, and a lot of y'all niggas do it, but as long as you're not harming the lives of other people and
Some
everything is
niggas really
consensual,
feel like it ain't
do what you
tricking
gotta do.
if you got it.
Some people do.
If that's the
I'm
life
one of
you-
those people
I'm
when I
basically-
have it.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, go
When I
ahead.
have
the
it and
thing
keep it a
about it
buck,
is-
I'm gonna break some eggs.
Go ahead, dude.
Just
You
to
know
see what
the
it
thing about
feels
is,
like.
It be the old niggas that be doing the real tricking. It's the old niggas.
The sugar daddies.
Yeah, nigga.
But
Women
do they
do it
really
too.
be doing the
Women
tricking?
do it too. Let's not act like women don't do it.
No,
'cause
women be giving that shit the fuck up. Kid.
easily, bro.
Man, listen,
Let's
if you
not act
pushing
like
P,
women are not easy too.
They,
You acting like just because you touch a guy's thigh, they dick gonna get hard.
yo,
every
they.
single
I don't know
time.
why they be trying to think niggas be so.
We not that all easy, yo.
Bro.
Most guys are.
Okay.
Just because my dick get hard, don't mean I have to execute.
Pause.
No, it's facts. This is a message to women.
I mean,
As a man, it don't
that's-
take much for my dick to be hard.
That's
Pause.
facts.
It
If it
don't.
get that far, I'll beat off and that's it.
It
I'm
don't.
going to bed.
You can smile at me the right day, depending on my mood, and boom, we in business. We ain't have to do nothing. I was just happy. That's it.
So you gonna trick? You look like you giving tricking vibes.
Oh hell yeah! Once I got that bread, my nigga.
See, that's the thing. That's the
ooh,
thing.
baby.
You got to say that. You got to. Come on, man. You don't think these bitches is digging you for you?
Nah, nigga. Do you not know I'm exponential?
He don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
He's not
Matter of
telling
fact,
you
I'm gonna tell you this: don't dig me for me. Don't, because
So
you are
flashing
gonna
big
be
money on.
you're gonna be intoxicated. I'm saving myself a headache by tricking.
I mean,
I'm too dope of a person to give you all of me genuinely, bro.
so you
So
ain't
he
got
gonna
a
pay
trick
for
to
the
give them
time.
a part of you.
Nah, I don't. I don't want to give them none of me. I just want to give penis
Pause.
to bitches.
Heard you. God damn. Next topic.
I don't see nothing wrong with prostitution.
No, I'm
Prostitution ain't tricking though.
no, it's not. It's getting by any means necessary.
For sure.
But that's what that was.
Yeah, exactly. No, but to be real, the reason I want to do certain things in life is because I just want to know what, not everything, but what certain things just feel like. Just to do it.
Pause.
That's why I said not everything. I said that first. Not everything. Just some things.
Next topic.
All right, let's get into the next topic. How do you feel about the pause culture?
About the who?
The pause culture. Why do you feel like we have to pause everything as grown ass men?
I mean,
Are we
don't-
not grown?
We don't have to. We is, but it's like.
But you just did.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on. I'm in the fashion. I'm staying up to date with shit.
All right, so you don't feel like some people fashion choices are pause worthy?
So my take on that is yes and no.
Like Jeffrey's album cover in like a couple years ago?
So I'm gonna just give you an example. I mean, I don't know his. It could be pause worthy. I don't know his reasoning behind it.
So
but
the reasoning behind it determines if this is pause worthy or not?
nah, I'm not saying that.
You
I
just
mean-
kind of did.
How?
Because you said I don't know his reason behind it, but
You looking for a defense mechanism because you had
I'm
me
media.
pausing crazy.
I'm
looking for a
coming from
defense
the
mechanism.
Jamaican culture, and I'm also coming from the no homo culture, bro. Before pause was a thing, I'm coming from the culture where we said no homo after every sentence, even if it wasn't anything gay in that sentence.
Well, I mean, I never was really part of the no homo community.
That shows our age discrepancy.
Cool.
It's okay though, because I'm learning a lot from you just through this conversation. I'm actually maturing a lot just from some of the things that you're saying, because one of the key things that I actually took from the things that you said tonight was it's all a mindset thing.
It is.
Like, it's giving me a lot of reassurance and reaffirmation because, again, just a little transparency. When I meet other people my sign, I hold them at a different vision in a sense. So it's like the things that they say can either hold a little bit more weight or have no weight to it at all.
So let me ask you a question. What's the difference between no cap and pause?
The generation that started it.
No cap is going on right now, though, right?
Yeah,
Regardless of the meaning.
Pause is still going on too.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't. You like the pause thing. If I would have said no cap 10 times, there probably would have been no conversation or a topic on it.
Honestly, to keep it a buck, I feel like no cap annoying me more than pause.
It's not about the meaning. It's about that's what's going on today.
Yeah, but then again, you just got me into saying for shit show. I'm okay with saying it tonight. Just because you actually explained it in a way that made me feel comfortable actually saying it.
That's how I know I'm getting old. I don't like saying new words.
I don't either.
I'm not comfortable with it.
Like,
I'm
when I
just like,
text, I type
can't-
all my words out. I don't know if everybody else still do that.
Yeah, I might do it.
I actually text all my words out. And if autocorrect corrects me, I click the autocorrect option for it to be correct.
Yeah, it's like an old man.
I
Like,
punctuate my sentences.
When I said for shit show, it was like, why am I saying that long ass word? And it's not that long of a word.
Wait, you made it one word?
Is
You
it?
cut it down to a shit show.
Shit show is one word. For shit show is one word.
Nah, fuss shit show is three. Fuss is 3 words. You can say shit show.
To me, it's
2.
one word. It's like
I mean,
one-
yeah, for shit show.
For shit,
It's like
I'm saying it's one word. There's no break in between them. For shit show. It's spelled out just like one word.
Hashtag for shit show.
I be trying to say shit around my daughter, and she look at me and she be like, "Nigga, what is you saying? Like, you old as fuck." I'm like, "Oh, kids don't say that no more."
Oh my god. All
That's
right.
what it is.
Serious question real quick, right? So throughout everything that you've been through in life, right? how would you say evolution is key to growth?
Shit, without evolution, there's no growth.
At all? What's the difference?
Definition-wise or personal?
Personal.
So evolution for me would be what I created. The growth would be how I keep creating it and letting it continue.
Okay, so growth is not a one-stop thing. So if evolution is more of a phase. So you go through different phases of evolution, but growth is nonstop.
Exactly, because without the growth, there's nothing. You're at a pause.
Touche.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on.
Oh my God.
And that's just my perspective of things. Like, you know, everybody, like, for me, like, I've never really been one to be so, like, definitional. Like, I just go off of.
You're not a I care about standards type of guy.
No, I care about standards, but I don't care about, like I just have my way of perceiving and just, you know, seeing things.
You don't care about other people's standards.
Towards me, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't care about other people's standards.
By standards, I mean by processes of procedure. Like, you don't care about creating a big brand clothing, a big clothing brand. A lot of people say you have to take certain steps. You have to do things a certain way. You don't care about that.
Yeah, no, I don't care about that.
You care about just doing it your way.
And the reason is the people who say you have to do it a certain way is because of the success of their situation.
Yes.
And that's the way they did it to be successful. Anytime that you try to 100% follow somebody else's footsteps, it's not going to work.
I feel like you're a tail at that point, and I don't like feeling like a tail.
How you gonna follow somebody else's footsteps? Even if you're walking on it, he might be flat.
It already worked for them. What makes you think it's gonna work? What makes you think thunder is gonna strike twice in the same place?
It just don't go like that. So what you do is you pick and you pluck from his
different winnings
and try to find different things that you can pull in and make work for your process. All right. And at that point, you're tailoring your own shit.
So. I'm actually mad I didn't ask you this earlier, but with that being said, like, what designers truly inspired you throughout your journey? Because, like, you're coming from a truly self-taught place. Like, you never went to school for this. This is just you learning along the way. Like, who inspired you along the way?
So it's like, shit, the craziest shit I could say is the realest shit I could say. I wasn't inspired by people on a real big platform. I didn't get inspired by them until I started taking it serious. I was inspired by number 1, Splash. Number 2, Khalil. So it didn't really, because again, I knew what I liked about fashion. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that before I started my brand that I even actually investigated fashion, or like I just knew what I liked to wear. I knew how I wanted.
You went off passion
and express myself.
Yeah, you just went off passion.
It's like once I started seeing that the way I dressed, the way I expressed myself, my passion for it could actually turn into it, was when I started looking at the people who are now doing whatever they doing, that I can pull inspiration from, I can learn from, I can see different steps.
That's why
and that's just real shit.
But that's why it's so crazy to me that it comes from that, like, where instead of you just sticking to that, like, just, I guess, streetwear kind of influence, it becomes more than that. It becomes a true designer.
Facts, because even like when I was living in Atlanta, I used to skateboard. I used to take like skateboard lessons and shit. So that's why I just did a photo shoot for this brand the other day, and it was kind of like, it was Rockstar, and I incorporated the skateboard and shit. And certain, this is like the third shoot that I did incorporating that shit. And certain people might think that I'm doing it just because it's like, oh, he wanted to look cool. Like, no, I dead used to be a part of that. I'm not gonna say the skateboard community because I was never a part. That's just something recreational that I used to enjoy doing as a kid.
It's just part of your personality.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I can still take parts from that and incorporate that shit, even if not into my brand, into my personal looks,
Facts.
and feel 100% comfortable with it.
Are you down with taking advantage of the hype beast culture?
I mean, yes and no, because again, I like fashion. So at the end of the day, you can't really like fashion and not be a part of the hype
And
beast.
well,
shit.
at least not be appreciative.
Exactly,
of the
because
things that's popular.
in order for it to be hype beast in that streetwear
It gotta be
fashion,
poppin'.
they had to do a lot of work, yo.
I mean, technically, if your shit is hype, isn't it some type of hype beast to a degree? If it just doesn't reach their platform,
I mean, I feel
Sometimes
in
though.
your own genres, because it's like it's hype beast shit in the hood.
yeah, that's what I'm
Type
saying.
shit.
Just because it doesn't reach the hype beast platform itself doesn't mean it's not hype.
No, for sure.
The
For sure.
only problem with that culture is like it's just here and there. So like if somebody is one day that big and then the next week,
But they burn it out too quick, yo.
but that's the problem because now that
They burn it
company
out
has
too
gotten
quick.
used to or getting ready for this big influx, and then it just dies out.
Exactly.
And that's fucked up on that part. Like that's fucked up on the culture, like where nobody has time to develop in that way.
I'm sorry to cut everybody off, but I want to jump into one thing real quick.
Mhm.
The members only.
Hmm.
You've officially started a members only collection.
Yes, sir.
Please elaborate and explain like what brought you to where you are in your journey now that you can start that new pivot.
So first, it's like it just really starts with a recognition type of thing. Like it's a lot of people. Like I gotta give it up. I gotta get a respect to the hood because from helping damn near coin the name survival to my growth to my financial success to just everything to do with it being somebody to be looked at as somebody as that. It all starts with the hood, bro. It all came from right there.
So basically, the same place that you probably never saw yourself escaping from is the reason why you're in the position that you're in right now,
For sure.
in a sense.
For sure. Not even in the sense, 100% sure. And because it's like, part of the reason I did the members only is like, a lot of people spend money with me. A lot of people, like, they spent a lot of money. But for me, business-wise, it wasn't spent the right way. And like, and this is the first thing I can say. If you got a business, utilize your website, utilize your business account, utilize those things because if you do it the right way, it could put
That's
you
what makes you grow.
It could put you in a
I
great
actually had
situation.
just for some inside shit, but I had an angel investor that I met randomly just from going to a random happy hour.
Okay.
And we connected just off just vibing. And like they told us how we can do to get part of their angel, be one of their, so they can be one of our angel investors.
Mm-hmm.
But the requirements and everything they said, I felt like we wasn't in a place to do that. So I never actually went through. I never committed or pulled the trigger or anything, right? So I just moved forward, never responded back to him or anything. A couple months later, randomly, full transparency, I'm getting ready to use the bathroom and he calls me. And you know, as a man, when you been used to the bathroom, you don't want to pick the phone up for somebody else, right? But something in me said, just pick the phone up. I picked the phone up and it wasn't a conversation I was actually expecting. He actually told me, he was like, listen, I understand what you're saying, but he's like, listen, we're in the age right now, like there's AI, like this is what you can do to do this and do that just to put yourself in a position for us to actually work. Like he just literally gave me like little insiders and little steps that you can do just to get the bigger financial gains that you're actually looking for this.
Exactly.
Because I've realized when you're so deep in, you want big wins that you overlook the small wins to put you in a position for the big wins.
And see, my thing was with me, and that's why I say, like, I learn every day. And it's like, I appreciate the way people look at me, but because I'm me looking out, I know where I'm lacking at, and I know what I haven't done or what I need to do. But it's like, I was doing my shit from the very jump start, all based off of a street perspective. And the number one street perspective that was like, something that kind of like kept me away from the bigger goal, but actually helped me and was feeling like I wanted to do everything on my own. And so even if it was like, well, bro, you know, if you got your EIN, you can go to the bank, you can get this account,
Get these
you can do this.
grants and loans and stuff like that.
In my mind, it's like I'm coming straight from the streets. I've been selling drugs forever, and I don't want nobody to have
No
nothing
helping hand
to
in
say
anything.
like all this. Oh, I
You
did
want
it
it
on
to be
my
all you to every degree.
As I got deeper and as I started learning, as I started taking more losses, as I started learning, it's like it's people and it's companies and it's corporations that are set up 100% strictly for you to just give you this money only if you're doing X, Y, and Z that you need to do and you're showing that you're doing X, Y, and Z. They'll give you this money.
No point. And they actually have they want to give you the money.
But two things. To this date, I've never got a dime from nobody unless one of the homies, a couple of the homies that helped me out before. I done been in like, you know, that type
positions.
of shit. But other than that, I never got no bread and from like no banks. I never got a loan. I've never got a grant. I've never got nothing. And to date, my biggest cash order, which was the one that fucked me up the most, I spent $32,000 on one order. And that shit fucked me. It was
Like I was gonna say, actually,
lesson.
is that bragging, something to brag about, or
No,
is that
it's
just
not.
something to speak on,
It's
just
something
to shine light?
It's shine light on because, like I said, exactly after I said I spent it, I said it was the biggest.
Like why would you use your own money to invest into shit where you didn't have to?
Because at the time, again,
You didn't know better.
I didn't know better, and if I would have knew at the time, it still would have went wrong because mentally I wasn't prepared for that.
Because that's why I said like that, like how I introduced it originally was, even though I feel like this was long overdue, I'm glad it never happened, because I believe as much as you want certain things and as bad as you want it, you're not always ready for it.
Exactly.
And I take that for a lot of situations in life, because I feel like just because I want it now don't mean I'm going to do what I need to do with it.
But I learned the most really financially with that, and then it was like a whole tree, and once I spent the money and everything went wrong, it was like a tree that started growing branches, but each branch was a branch of knowledge.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
There was no loss. There were only lessons.
So now guess what? When I put the $150,000 order, and it's not going to be a
And
loss,
it's not
all
your
gonna
money.
be a gain. It's going to be a profit. It's going to be their money. It's going to be a quick return. At that point, I'm going to know how to motherfucking liquidate this motherfucking bank money, this credit card money, do what I got to do with that.
Now.
Like,
that
come
just
on.
shows the growth and how
see what
you
I'm
learn.
saying?
And plus, you just said you spent $3,200 of your money.
No,
Now
I
you
spent $32,000.
$32,000 of your money. Now
Yeah.
you're spending $150 of somebody else's money.
So it's like right now, I'm on that
Damn,
whole
$32,000 a year
credit
money, bro.
journey.
You were serious.
Yo, dead ass. And I didn't start, like, I had my EI and I had everything.
But you didn't know how to execute and utilize it properly.
Bro, I didn't open up a bank account for survival until 2022.
Damn,
Are
really?
you serious? So you
This
started
what-
in what, 2015? 2016? And it took you what, 6 years to open up a bank account?
And mind you, I had my EI and I had
everything-
I
you had
my
everything
LLC,
established
all
for
that
you to
shit
do it.
from like February 2017. Bro.
And you never,
You never
It was
because
the
you didn't know
mindset,
better.
bro. I was just like doing whatever I was doing. I was running and gunning. Once I actually seen that, okay, I ain't selling drugs, and damn, I'm making enough money to pay my rent. I'm making enough money to pay my rent and still buy motherfucking Gucci sneakers. I could pay my rent, smoke weed, buy Gucci sneakers, and get a rental. I could pay
And
my rent.
still invest back
So
into
it's
the
like the
business?
money, and it's like, again, it's a difference when you have plans on, I'm about to start this business. This is how it's just like I was living day by day, and the shit was making money. I got a little baby DMing me. So it's
Fact.
like all this type of shit.
You were just on the hype.
Yeah.
You're just on the hype.
Not even really on the hype, just like not knowing how to contain everything.
You're right.
Like I'm trying
and
to
capitalize
I'm
the
trying
way
to-
you needed to
I'm
capitalize
trying to contain
off
the
that.
fact that damn the hood is looking at me like I'm doing something. I'm trying to fucking personalize the fact that 3 people DMing me asking me, can I teach them how to start their business? I'm trying to scrape all this shit in one pot at the same time that the money is coming in. The shit been
We
coming
found
in.
your role as a public speaker.
And this
We
shit
found
been
it.
coming in.
We found it.
Let's
We found
go.
how you're gonna public speak, bro.
Right, let's go.
You're gonna start your seminars of how you start your own business for young
Bro, I
entrepreneurs.
got all kind of bro. Listen, I got
Yo,
all kind of. I do
like,
a class.
honestly-
Paul, I do a class right now. I'm about to start my next class again. It's gonna be 8 more weeks, starting again January 8th. I'm down. I fuck with Compass. What is it? Compass Collaborative on the South End. It's like a youth program, and this will be my 3rd time doing it. The first time it was 6 weeks. The second time it was 8 weeks, and this will be another 8 weeks. Hire me 3 times for it.
I'm calling it from
What are you
now.
doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
teaching them how to do the business. I'm taking them on little tours of my people's spots. My man got a DTG machine, embroidery machine at his spot. I have Khalil come in on one of the sessions to teach them directly how to design. And when he's there, we design a T-shirt. We take the T-shirt, we get it DTG'd at my boy's spot. We create T-shirts and hoodies on spot, but the first 4 to 5 weeks is all like informational shit. Like me,
it's process.
Exactly. I bring in the LLC paper, show them how to fill out LLCs, give them the rundown on manufacturers, how to talk to them, how to do tech pack, like just the whole rundown. Everything that I learned from nobody teaching me, just from me wanting more.
So let's put it this way. It's like if you're trying to go get your gun permit and they put you through the same process before you actually have a gun. That's the same thing that you do. Before you actually have your own business, you teach them and put them in a position of what it means to run a business for them to understand what it means to run a business.
So let me show you a blessing that some people might feel like damn, like they might feel shady about it. The first time me and Khalil, we did it was before COVID had started. And we did a class. It was a 4-week class where we did the same thing that this other people hired me for. And we had probably like 12, 13 students that came. 3 of the students, even my godson was one of the students. He started his brand, real shit. 3
generational wealth.
You see what I'm saying?
Literally.
3 of the students fucking got their business started, got their LLC, business account, and business cards before me.
So
some people might feel like, damn, that was like a blessing that even though I'm lacking, I gave enough knowledge to
for
make
somebody to surpass where you are.
Yeah,
in small
because
scale.
that's what it's about, bro.
You know you have the knowledge.
You want to give the knowledge out. You want them to pass you. You don't want to give nobody knowledge to keep them under you.
So
bro.
the student is supposed to surpass the teacher.
And at that time, bro, because that's how it grows.
What's the point of teaching?
And at that point, you already know you have the knowledge to do it. So at that point, it's like, all right, it's only me that stopped.
And you can only learn from them too.
And these are the type of wins that I take home at night and I tuck them bitches up under
That's
my
the best
pillow,
wins.
man.
Those are the best wins.
You see what I'm saying?
It's like, yeah, you can look.
The public
you can open
can't
up
see
your
it
bank
because,
account
again,
and
you
see
don't-
certain things.
You don't know
yeah.
where I came from. You don't know what I want. And again, to know that all I wanted to do was make some quick ass hats, and it turned to little baby DMing me
8 years later.
My shit. This person, I'm teaching classes. I ain't went to school for none of this shit, bro. All I did was sold crack. That's it.
Honestly, I get that people are laughing, but like I said, I get that people are laughing, but I love the fact that you keep cementing on that because I want to say this, right? I'm calling it. You're gonna be one of those people. It might be Atlanta, it might be CT, it might be another state that does it, but they're gonna acknowledge where you came from.
Bro, CT gonna do it.
I hope it's CT.
They just kind of scared. It's gonna take that one person.
Yes.
I don't know who. He might be Barack. But
Like,
it's gonna
it's
take
gonna
that
be-
one person.
it's gonna be
to
your
stand
story.
up, and everybody gonna, because the one thing, and it's like, for what I come from and all these self trophies that I just rock to myself, I don't look for the public acknowledgements. But one thing,
But
I
you
can
get
say,
if you get a chance to tell the public of what you do, it would be a blessing.
it's not about me telling the public shit. The public been watching me for damn near 8
Facts.
years. They don't give me no type
Matter
of
of fact, it's
accolades,
before
bro.
8 years because they're watching you before you're doing before
We
you
ain't
transition.
talking. We ain't
before
talking
that.
about all that shit because
Yeah.
they was talking about me. I was
Yeah, that's
before-
what I'm saying.
I
You've
was
been in the
there, I
limelight.
was-
You just transitioned.
But as far as like everything that I've done, again, I don't look for. I ain't mad because of, but it's like, damn, y'all big up all type of shit, like the local artists, the this, the that. What about like I created? I just gave the props to Mike Possible and Splash. After them, it was me. And again, Mike Possible, they were a clothing brand. They took their pause. Splash was never a clothing brand. He made his merch.
Yes.
I came
Flash
in
is
and
just an entrepreneur.
I'm the one who made this shit cool.
You're an
bro.
actual
I'm the
fashion
one
designer.
who made this shit, who made everybody start coming and buying clothes and selling out the trunk and being a part of these pop-ups. Nobody's gonna really come on public and say, yo, you know what? Survival. So that's the only thing. Like, they don't give me no type of, and again, I don't give a fuck because I know what I did. But it's like y'all set up all these type of shit for everybody else, and y'all do these reviews on a new restaurant that
Facts.
opened up here.
But where's your
and y'all
flowers?
do this shit on a club that opened up there, and y'all, it's people in the community right now who have ties to get shit like this done to spread a little light on your success. Motherfuckers ain't doing that shit for me, and guess what? I don't give a fuck, bro.
So, can I ask you this? I know you just said it, but I just want you to reiterate it in a whole different type of sense. But can you say that about yourself now
Say
in like a
what?
third perspective, like about how you deserve those flowers. I want you to give yourself those flowers. I want you to take that time on this platform to give yourself those flowers. I want you to talk about the accomplishments that you've seen from your eyes that you did for this community.
So the first accomplishment that I made was just like the transformation. Like I'm gonna give myself flowers for putting down the negativity and the drugs and picking up something positive that created a wave. I'm getting hired by community youth groups to come and do shit. I got top A-list artists hitting me up to wear my clothes. I got other people in the community tapping in, yo, bro, you still teaching that class? Can you teach me this? I got my homeboy in the South, and I just put him in position. He hit me up. He want to start his brand. He got his shit snapping, about to be busting right now. And so it's like I'm giving myself flowers for just all the accomplishments and all the things that I did to help make CT and especially Hartford community a better place. Hartford culture a bigger thing. Before me, clothing brands in Hartford was not a thing. And I don't care what they want to say. Go do your homework before August 15th. Yes, Mike Possible, I'm Possible Club, they were doing their thing. Splash was just selling his merch and shit. As far as somebody really, really going full-fledged and doing all that type of shit, I opened up the doors for that. I opened up the path. I made people feel comfortable coming behind me saying, you know what? I'm about to make a clothing brand. I'm about to make me some sweatsuits. Why? Because they seen this nigga from the hood that they know they've been around, whether they was my age, younger, or whatever, put this shit down, take a chance with little ass hats, bro.
$120.
Bro, $120, bro, in change. I'm giving myself flowers for making the transformation to say, you know what? I'm gonna make a choice over these hats and the cell phone and put the cell phone down. I wasn't in no financial troubles. I wasn't on the run for the police. I wasn't hot. I was living a regular life. I could have easily continued to sell drugs, bro. I took a chance. No risk, no reward, bro. And my reward was everything that I see going on around me in the hood right now. Money can't buy that, bro.
At all. Money could never buy
If you
that.
go give 10 niggas in the hood right now money and say, yo, go start a clothing brand, they're going to run off. They're going to fuck the money up. They're going to go get fresh. Money can't buy what I turned into the hood. It can't, bro.
They can't buy the mindset.
But again, they're not going to come and publicly say it. And again, I ain't looking for it, but just do your research, do your homework. When can you say that you seen somebody outside of me presently being there and really like giving me any type of anything on any platform? And we got platforms in the hood.
Facts. That is very factual right there.
I ain't running up under these DVD niggas or not DVD. I'm a little.
You're so the age, my nigga. This nigga said DVD niggas.
And it's like I try to show love to everybody, bro. I try to show love to everybody, but when it comes to the brand and me bringing you in to be a part of anything, I'm big on quality. So if it's not matching the quality that I got going on, I can fuck with you, but I just can't bring you in on something to do with that.
Facts.
Because this business is not personal.
You want everybody to win at the capacity that they need to win for
and if
themselves.
I didn't want everybody to win, I wouldn't give so much back.
And honestly,
look what I'm giving back. You got this shit swiping cards and getting loans and shit before me. I still ain't got a fucking loan.
I'm actually glad you said, I don't care. Again, I care about the listeners, but I don't care right now. Like, this conversation is for me. Like, to be real, like, I'm glad to hear you say the things that you say because at the end of the day, my nigga, a lot of the things that we do for life is not about us.
It's not.
We get self-satisfaction from the rewards that come from it. But other than that, it's bigger than that.
And you know one thing my mother told me as a child, and I move with that shit every day? Plant seeds everywhere you go, and they grow.
What's my fucking... wait. What's my fucking saying here?
Bro, I'm telling you.
No. My saying here is...
That's kind of crazy.
I'm telling you, bro.
Crazy.
Bro, my saying here is
From
everything
young,
that
my
I
mother told me
do is not for overnight growth.
Plant the seeds.
I'm planting seeds.
You gotta plant the seeds,
because everything that I do today, you're not gonna reap the rewards of it tomorrow.
You're not. And if you're looking for that the next day, then I don't know what to tell you because the world don't move like that. If you go plant a seed outside right now, you gotta give it.
It don't grow. You gotta nurture it. You gotta give it love. You gotta give it time. You gotta give it attention. You gotta give the proper procedures for it to actually grow properly. And honestly, to keep it a buck, side note, that's the main reason I actually got into gardening.
Oh, word, you in the garden?
Yes.
Word.
It was only
Wouldn't
because
get
of
that from
heartbreak,
you. Wouldn't
but
get that from you.
I got into gardening, and to keep it a buck, I actually learned patience.
Word.
I learned timing, and I learned how to take care of something to give it the proper results that you need.
Word.
Like, that's what I got from gardening, bro. Like,
Learning patience is a big thing.
yo, because you
a
can't
big
plant
thing,
your
bro.
seed and water it and think you're going to wake up tomorrow and it
That's gonna
blossoms.
be
It
a
don't
fucking
happen, bro.
watermelon.
And you know what I really learned it from? Growing my first weed plant. It was only because I had a random seed. I just wanted to plant it just to see if I could, you know? Everybody talks about it. Why not? I got a seed. I got everything I need to. I did it without the intention of it actually surviving. Bro, it survived.
Word.
I have never felt more accomplished in my life.
Word.
And it survived after I thought it wasn't. And that was key because after it survived, nigga, the potential and hope I got from it, it made me realize your best moments come from those you never could predict.
And that's what I was about to say. And with that right there, that's something that the people can't see, right?
They can't.
But even if you didn't become the biggest gardener, nobody could take that moment from
They
you.
can't take that moment from me.
And that's what it's
That was
about,
my
bro.
experience.
And this is what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
On some real shit. And that's why I'm so thankful for that. Like, I understand, like, and this is another thing I got from that too. Like, you can't eat unless you do the work.
That's it, bro. And for a minute, I wasn't doing the work, bro.
And I learned that too, because when you see other people doing media shit and people doing shit that you're doing, it's like, okay, I can do this. Yeah, I can still make it my way, but it's supposed to lead to this because everybody is doing it this way that I'm seeing. It's supposed to lead to this. But then you're realizing they're not showing the bad side, the downsides, the shortcomings.
All that shit.
They don't show it because social media is not about showing the bad.
But see, the difference with me is I show the bad after I handled it.
Yes.
And because talking about the bad current is like you're complaining.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna show
and
you,
nobody wants to hear a complainer.
There you go.
Nah, you just want to see the process.
I want to
There
see a
you
nigga
go.
that gets that shit done.
There we
After you got it done, I want to know
And then I'm gonna tell
what
you-
was the hard part.
Oh, so you was wondering why? Whatever. So this is what was going
But
on.
you want to know what the full trends? You know what the crazy part about this? That's the only time we care.
You see what I'm saying?
Isn't that crazy? We only care when the work was done. If you talk about it before the work was done, you're just fucking complaining.
Mm-hmm.
And who wants another fucking complainer?
There you go.
On some real shit.
Who gives a fuck?
It could be your wife. It could be your girlfriend. It could be your child. It can be the stranger out there that heard you complain one too many fucking times. It only takes one time to complain too many times.
Mm-hmm. Get it done.
Get that shit done. Because after you get it done, it's not complaining.
And then I'm gonna tell you about it, and I'm gonna let you know what was going on and why.
Because it's not complaining at that point.
you
I'm
go.
not complaining how I did it. I'm literally reflecting.
You really popping your shit now.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I'm telling you, nigga, I had these obstacles in front of me, but I got it done.
Pretty much.
And I love that feeling better than anything, to be honest with you. I like when I can be like, oh, I want this out of life. Here it is, bitch.
Get it.
Like, that's the best feeling out of life. Like, and I learned this from just being with the friends that I have, right? I learned, like, we're the type of people that always talking about what we want, but my friends are assholes just as much as I am. There's only so many times you can tell me what you want before you can tell me what you did to get it.
Facts.
It's only so many times, bro. After a while, it's like, all right, nigga.
You ain't putting no type of effort into nothing that you saying.
Yeah, it's nothing. And nobody's going to believe what the fuck you say. It's not going to hold no weight.
Effortless words.
Effortless words. And another thing that cemented it, another transparent moment. I'm just a little drinking at this point.
Damn, I could have created a T-shirt.
I could
off
tell
of
you.
that.
You said I'm
You
a
heard
little
that? I could have
drinking.
created
Yeah, a
a
little
T-shirt
drink.
off of that.
Yeah, I'm a little drunk right now, so I'm a little
Heard
say a
you.
little shit too. But honestly, bro, like after being in a relationship, I learned this as well too, my nigga. You can't tell somebody what they can do for another woman until you do it. On some real shit. You can't be mad at what somebody else can do for your woman until you're in a position to be able to do it.
No, fuck, I could still be mad.
I get that, but that's just human nature. But
Hey,
in
just
reality,
go with him, use it.
at the end of the day, my nigga, you have to be able to just do shit. You can't just be the nigga that just talk about it. You have to do shit in every aspect of your life. Not just your relationship. It's a relationship with yourself as well, too. Do you not get mad at yourself after a while, after you're just saying, I want this, but you're not doing anything to get it? Do you not get mad at yourself?
I don't be in that situation because if I
You're
want
doing something to put your...
I'm doing something every day,
Every day.
of what?
Nigga, I'm running off 2 hours of sleep right now. I'm running on 2 hours of sleep because I feel like at this point in my life, I want something bigger, that, like your shirt, that I can fully close my hand on. I want it. Just because I can't grab it don't mean I don't want it.
Yeah.
I want it.
But it's like you say, you got to put yourself in position to go get that.
I want to grasp that shit fully, bro. Like, I don't want to sit here in life and be like, oh, you know what? I see what that person's doing. I see what they have going on. I want that too. But it's like, what am I going to do to make it my own?
Word.
Like, what am I going to do? What steps am I going to do? What am I going to sacrifice? That's the big thing, too. What am I going to sacrifice? Because a lot of us are too comfortable with where we are to give it up for where we need to be.
Facts.
And that was one of my biggest struggles. I was so happy, was just like, you know what? I did all this work just to be happy. Why would I give it up to be happier? It's not even guaranteed.
Yeah, happiness ain't guaranteed, though.
No, it's not even that. Happier is even far-fetched. It's way more far-fetched.
It's way more far-fetched.
Because once you gain happiness, nigga.
What is happier?
What is happier?
There you go.
At that point, you're just chasing something.
You're chasing a potential false dream.
You're a crackhead.
No, dead ass. You're a fucking crackhead.
Dragon,
just
bro.
trying to chase hope. And after a while, you can't fucking chase hope. You have to be the hope.
For sure.
On some real shit. Any last words from anybody else? I'm actually, this is one of my last words before I get to my real last words. This episode from our real fuck up from the very beginning turned out absolutely fucking well.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody in this motherfucker is a good actor.
I'm mad that we missed certain things in the beginning, but after the totality of this episode and just reflecting on what we were able to talk about, it wouldn't have happened without the fuck up.
No, for sure.
On some real shit.
For sure.
I'm actually more thankful for you being here even more now.
I appreciate you.
I'm glad we fucked up with you.
And it was like a smooth fuck up.
You didn't make us feel bad about it.
You see what I'm saying? No.
I love that about you even more.
And it is the first one of the year.
And the first one of the year as well, too.
It's not halfway through the year where niggas...
Oh, let me say something else as well, too. Because of that, because you being our first recording of the year, I'm just going to say this just to highlight all your hard work. You just made us put us in a position where we can say the price today is not the same price as it was yesterday.
Oh, damn sure. You got a legend like me sitting in the chair. This shit definitely going up.
Shit now.
This shit definitely going up. This is legendary shit going on,
nigga.
They didn't believe a lot of shit was going to happen, bro.
You don't understand.
I'm putting you down.
And honestly, as much as I wanted to talk about how you fell off, I'm glad we didn't. It don't matter.
So the thing is, I never fell off.
Exactly. It don't matter.
We could talk. I never fell off.
You never did.
It's a difference between getting your shit together and falling off.
It's pivoting.
You see what I'm saying? Because we missed the whole gap. We talked about a lot of selling drugs. We didn't talk about the transition when I had to get the job, and getting the job is why I had to
finance the actual new future.
Not even finance a new future, just like put the brand down to not give it, because again, it goes back to decisions and choices.
Facts.
I could have went back to the streets. I got a job.
After the first failure, you could have gave up.
I got a job, but I got a job. I literally got that. You see what I said? 2022. I got a job in 2022.
Nigga.
So it's like getting a job financially, getting my shit back in order, and doing things that I needed to do financially for life.
What was your first job before that? How long did you have the job before that?
We age dropping. So my last job, I graduated high school in 2002.
Damn! You know what happened in 2002 for me? I came to America.
So listen, my last job before that, I was working at Stop and Shop on Kennedy Road when I was in high school. So
Stop and Shop's still there.
Yeah, so
I live right there.
So from 2002 to 2022, I was in the streets.
For 20 years? And he was like, you know what? Enough is enough.
it wasn't even enough is enough. It's just an opportunity presented itself, and you got a choice in any situation.
I mean,
So
that's
it wasn't
growth.
enough is enough. It's
That's
just,
growth.
choice is here. Let me
That's
make my
growth.
choice.
Let me do it. Yeah.
Yes, that's growth.
See what I'm saying?
Continue though.
So that's pretty much what that was.
Yeah. I just wanted to pivot to I wanted to understand from your last W-2 till your next first W-2.
Oh no,
I just wanted to personally understand the gap between
now.
that.
But the thing is, again, survival. No risk, no reward. I ain't had no job, but I was out there risking my freedom and risking my time for the reward to be able to continue to live my life.
So why the fuck you couldn't risk less for more?
I mean, shit, what is less for more when you in the moment?
True.
That is true.
That is fucking true. Oh my God.
Because who wants less than
Because in the moment, it's always more.
Yeah, who wants less in the moment?
That's like, again, the choice that I made. That's like telling somebody right now, yo, I'm going to give you these hats. You can sell these hats. After 5 months, 6 months, you got to stop doing everything that you're doing. Selling drugs, I don't care how much money you're making. If you're making a lot of money or a little money, you have to stop that and strictly do this and find a way to turn this into what you was just doing. Niggas ain't going for that.
Honestly, after tonight,
Ain't nobody going for that.
I need 815 in my closet.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going for that.
I need 815 in my closet.
I'm the change, bro. I'm the
You
one
are.
who went for that, bro.
Because honestly, at this point, I'm not buying 815 for the clothing.
I went for that, and guess how good I made it look. And it's not even made it look. I went
You
for
are
that
the
choice.
look.
There you go.
You are the look.
I went for the choice.
That's why I
and
said
did
I'm
it.
calling it now, nigga. You're gonna get a humanitarian award for what you did to change Connecticut. It might not be the level of a humanitarian award, but it's gonna be symbolic to that.
No, for sure.
Cause honestly, bro, this episode is bigger than what I can ever thought it was. Just being able to sit here and have this conversation with you. Transparency, me and Naj is my bro.
What?
That's my brother,
That's
right?
my
here.
dog. I had just seen him.
Yeah, that's
before I
my
came up
brother.
here.
That is my brother. So me and him talked about everything. And we talked about it. And it was like, yo, honestly, nigga, the only reason I brought another question up earlier about your price point is because, like I said, your price point is not the average, everybody's price point.
So let's get back into that real quick before we cut this shit off. Can we?
Yeah, go ahead.
So-
of course. It's your podcast, too.
The thing about the price point, like I was saying again, is like it's a lifestyle thing. And so if you so people who are into Supreme, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did a comparison. I still got it on my Instagram with a Bape t-shirt and this same exact shirt.
The Hope,
right
the
here.
Hope shirt.
Yes,
The Hope
I
hoodie.
did a comparison. No, this isn't even a hoodie. I just got another. It's a shirt.
Oh, shit.
Drip.
Shit.
Yeah. So
I like
did a
the kicks that
comparison.
complimented as well, too.
Appreciate it. So it's like you'll go get a Supreme shirt that online it costs $44 to $70, and because it's so hyped up and it's sold out, you don't care about the quality. You don't care about the longevity of the actual piece.
You can wear it one time and you got your money.
You'll go pay $140 for that same shirt, right? But when you have a lower brand, this shirt right here was $65. I don't understand what the fuck is so expensive about $65 from somebody who you see and come from nothing, put blood, sweat, and tears to try his best to deliver top tier quality, and you will go overpay
for less.
For bullshit.
for bullshit.
And let me add on to saying this as well, too.
Nigga come to
Let
me
me
with
just say this
Givenchy
right.
on, Gucci on, and I want $70 for my shit, and you want to give me $50.
And this is why I want to say this. Like,
I'm not going.
we
for
say
that.
that
I ain't going for
we
that.
say there's no luxury black
Outta
brands out there, and then when luxury black brands are in front of
It's
us
too
at a
expensive.
lower price point than the luxury that's being provided for us, we talk down on it.
And they would rather.
And you're a luxury.
honestly-
You're a luxury brand.
Yeah, they would honestly rather go spend $420 for a Hellstar t-shirt than pay the $65 that I want for this retail. No extra price, no none of that.
So before we go, right?
That's crazy.
And look
This-
at me and tell
this is
and
one thing I
talk
wanna
about
say.
my shit is high price.
But because we talking about
I
prices,
don't give
this-
a fuck about
This
that.
is one thing I want to say, and you can take this and reflect on it however you want after this, right? One thing I feel like you should incorporate on your website, because it is a popular thing. You have been saying all night, this is the age we're in. Include Afterpay or some type of payment.
Oh yeah,
form
so
on your
now with
websites.
that, and that's another thing that is like a part of my whole transition. And we didn't get into that either.
I know.
But it's like I started off the way I started my brand doing everything hand to hand. I had my website since 2017.
It's a hand-in-hand type of
I
thing.
wasn't utilizing it, and a lot of things kept me from doing that because once I stopped selling drugs, I'm damn near depending on these clothes when I don't want to have to depend on that. And like, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it because I'm passionate. But because this is my only source of income, I'm damn near have
You're
to do
committed.
it for
So
the
you're
money.
not even thinking about the website and that. You just
And what
It's
you
not
need
even that
is-
I'm not thinking about it, but it's like when you could go and drop a sweatsuit today and make 12 grand
In
in
hand,
the hood,
in hand.
in hand, and
You don't
a
care
week,
about
2
that bank
weeks.
account shit.
It's not that you don't care about it. Again, look at the life that the transition. It
Yeah.
doesn't just happen overnight.
It's still, at the end of the day, you replaced one drug for how you're getting it.
And it's like, that's one of the things that I ain't gonna say I regret it because it is what it is. But I wish I would have been utilizing my bank account and shit a long time ago because I made a lot of money hand in hand. And even if I didn't have it going on the website, if I was depositing it the way I was supposed to in my business bank account,
You would have been
I
farther
would've
than
been
where you was
fluffy right
on
now.
paper. You would have been great.
exactly. And that's the biggest thing. on
That's what
paper.
matters on paper.
It's like
It
right
don't matter
now,
who P is in
I
real
got,
life,
I got
nigga.
my shit together and I'm taking all the steps. And that's why, like, even when I teach these classes, I explain to them, like, listen, I still don't know it all. I'm still learning currently today. And so,
You
yeah,
are
I can
the
teach y'all,
epitome.
but I can't teach you everything.
You are the epitome of DIY, bro.
Facts.
No, I'm as a nigga who like to do shit on their own, and I feel like every time I can cut a middleman out to do something myself, you are the prime motivation for that. From hearing your story tonight, nigga, I want to do everything on my own, regardless of the frustrations that come with it, because of the rewards that come with it.
So I'm about to ask you a question. And I'm going to ask you as well. I'm going to ask one question. Y'all can both answer it. Do y'all think I have a team?
No.
Okay, cool.
I already know that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know what a no team situation looks like.
It's like, and that shit is
that
shit is-
everything.
Yeah,
Bro,
no,
that
it's
shit
not
is
even that.
hard
Just
work.
based on
Talk
how you
about it.
explain
Yeah,
everything,
talk about
and
it.
honestly, to
That
keep it
shit
a
is
buck,
hard work,
I
bro.
don't think it's your choice
It's
not to
not
have a
easy,
team.
bro. It's
I don't
not
think it's your
easy.
choice. I feel like it's how circumstances have put you in position in life.
So it's like
A little
on
bit
the
of
flip
both.
side, I kind of have a team, but it's not.
You got a partner you work with.
Not even really that.
You know,
So
people
the-
just get the vision.
Nah, so the closest thing to a partner that I work with is Khalil.
That's
I was gonna
I'm
say you're a
saying. That's
graphic
what I'm saying.
designer.
But again, he's not on no payroll. When I need him, I
He
pay
just
for
gets
my
the
service.
vision.
I mean, yeah, he gets. Damn, I should have brought y'all some stickers. I ain't know.
Oh
I got
yeah,
the
I
stickers.
know. Yeah,
Damn.
think it's never too late.
But
We
yeah,
can always
like
come
I
up with
have
some
him, and I try to like. So my thing is, I try to use the same people. So outside
Loyalty
of that,
and,
like I
building
don't have
rapport.
no team where it's like, okay, I'm about to do a pop up. This is what everybody got to do. Ooh, when I got to do a pop up, I'll be calling my brother. Yo, bro, you want to come help me? Like I don't have like I do
On
all
a
that
technical
shit, bro.
term, you don't have no SOPs.
Oh,
set
and I
up.
have an assistant. I do have an assistant, bro.
That's
I
a
ain't
good
gonna-
step.
And she helps run my website, and she does an amazing job. She been down with me from day one, and anything I needed to do, she's always on my side, and she makes my job 1,000 times easier, even though it's a fucking headache.
Nigga,
She
we.
makes this shit easy.
I'm learning
and
to
like
understand.
dedicated. Like
as great as you are as a creative, you're a headache.
I am. Bro. And the biggest headaches are the ones who want to be great. Bro.
Exactly. I
Like,
know that.
I'm quite sure y'all bump heads a lot.
Honestly, to
and
keep
if
it a
y'all
buck,
do,
we don't bump heads
Y'all
as much
don't?
as we should.
I mean,
Only
shit.
because I'm just understanding of his situation.
I mean, it be like that.
Sometimes you want people to be greater than they think they are, but you have to be understanding of where they are in life and
And
what
then
they
my
want
whole
for
shit is
their
like
life.
Tylon P as a person. I'm who I am. I'm cool as fuck. I'm laid back, whatever. But when it comes to Tylon, the businessman, I'm not the best, but I always try to put myself out there to be the best because when it comes to what I want for my business, I ain't letting nobody take that from me, bro. And it's a time to turn on and it's a time to turn off.
There's a time
And
to
when
stand
it's-
on
when I'm in-
business,
when I'm in- yeah.
and there's a time that
when I'm in
isn't.
business mode, it's a totally different, like, you know, because like I said, I gave up everything that I knew, blood, sweat, and tears to try to make this shit work, bro.
Okay.
So it's
what
like
you're
I don't
standing on right
really
now.
take that shit to play.
All right, let me ask you a personal question real quick, right?
Go ahead.
So after being on the podcast here tonight, right?
Mhm.
I've never bought anything from you before. I want to buy my first piece from you. What do you recommend? That's what you have going on right now, because I know you
The
don't
shit
do
that costs the
reselling.
most expensive, because you in here talking about this high price point shit.
You right.
Think about
You already got
it.
me right already.
Nah, but think about it. I'ma just be real.
I'm gonna keep it. I don't
Listen.
mind.
I'ma just be real. And this is like, it's a joke, but it's not a joke.
Be real.
Any of the to do things, it's gonna cost your ass.
Yeah.
And survival is a two-half thing.
And
Especially
survival
when
is
you
for
come
people
to the
who are
hood.
trying to do more
And
than
it's
survive.
like this again, like I say, this ain't no shit where it's like I'm trying to take advantage of people from my name because guess what? You know how much my cheapest hoodie was? We ain't talking about a shirt, hoodie. I used to sell hoodies for $30.
Listen, you want to hear my? You want to hear my?
No,
you want to hear? No. You want to hear? I explain shit.
This is my podcast too, right?
You're right. You're
Pause,
right.
comma.
Do you think,
bro?
Do you think
$30 for a hoodie? You see what I'm saying?
Guess what? That's cost $30.
You know how much my cheapest T-shirt was? $15.
Guess what? It's cost $30.
Nah, it's my podcast too. You know how long I've been doing this shit? August 15th will be 8 years.
8 years.
Let me ask you a question because I treat my brand like a rapper brand. When you have an artist, and let's say Lil Baby, and let's say he wanted $700 for his first show. You think after a year he's still going to these shows for $700?
Hell no.
Because guess what? He's growing. He's showing the people to grow. Mm-hmm. I'm showing y'all my growth. I'm teaching people to do what I'm doing. I'm supposed to still give my shit up for $30 and $40.
I'm literally showing you why.
And it's not only because I'm teaching, because you're following the process. You've been buying my shit. You see me upgrading my quality. You see me going through shit with manufacturers. You see me getting samples now. You see me doing this. You see the design. You see everything is looking different. You can look at my fucking photo shoots and shit and say, damn, this shit don't look like no local shit. But you want to pay $50 for my shit? We ain't even doing that.
Facts.
We ain't doing that. I earned this.
Fact.
So guess what? If you can't afford it, this ain't for you.
It ain't for
Everybody can't buy Gucci. I got Gucci socks. Somebody go in the store, Gucci socks is like a deuce. You can't say, Gucci, come in. If you can't afford this shit, leave it there.
Leave it there. Don't have that
$50,
conversation.
$65 for a shirt. It ain't a lot of money when everybody in the hood is designing out, dripped out. They wearing jewelry like rappers.
How much does one bottle cost in the club for a night? One bottle.
More than my shirt.
That's 2 shirts.
I'm not going for that, bro. I'm not going for that, bro.
No, but the reason I was asking, the reason I was asking you is how much that cost is. How much do we spend for our average eighth nowadays?
$40, $30,
$35. And if you're lucky, maybe $25 if you're good on that cheaper weed. If you're good on that cheaper side. But if you're willing to spend that much
you ain't spending
on
that cheap.
weed,
you ain't
bro.
spending that much for my shit because guess what? Like I said, it's a lifestyle brand.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not about to be brushing shoulders with these people, sending them to my website and my shit $30. They're not going to want it.
But guess what,
They
bro?
want expensive shit.
I want the shit you're selling.
They want expensive shit.
I live that fucking lifestyle,
Like,
nigga.
So the thing is with the hood, they want all the expensive shit. They talk about the cheap shit, but they want to cheap you. Mm-hmm. And guess what? The one thing about me, for sure, I don't force no pressure on my purchases. When I put my shit up, I ain't begging you to come. If you DM me and be like, bro, where you at? You got this hoodie? I didn't ask you to do
Facts.
it. So come correct because guess what? You clearly see something that you want.
My first rule of DMing is never DM something you can't afford.
And it's not even about a
No, that's just for me. That's just for me.
Because again, sometimes you don't know how much it costs.
No. Sometimes I see the price point, but I would never contact you about it if I can't afford it.
A lot of times they see the price point, but when it's locally brands, they act like they don't see the price point.
Nah, to me, I wouldn't. But it's because I'm serious about my own shit now that I would never ask somebody to undersell something to me because
the moral of the story is because I see it every single day and because I'm in the business. That's just like this. If you do podcasts, you can tell just from watching one podcast if he just started.
Yes.
My thing is this. It's brands, and I ain't dropping names on that.
We don't need to drop names.
It's not.
We don't need to drop names.
It's not brands from the hood.
Facts.
It's brands from other places that I follow. I see. I've been following these niggas. They making, I would honestly even say, the same type of shit, and some of their designs be bullshit. They price point 2 times more than mine. That shit be in the hood, bro. In the hood,
and then you look at it like,
and you be like, nigga, I was selling my shit better, and even before this nigga was doing they shit.
So again, that expensive shit is a mindset because guess what? 150%. One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. And I ain't gonna say that people are supposed to like every single piece. I be making fire, and if I didn't, I couldn't have survived and paid my bills and lived a lifestyle and taken trips and stopped selling drugs and do all these things off of these clothes. So guess what that means? Let's say survival wasn't from Connecticut. Let's say I was in Atlanta.
Yes.
And these same Little Baby, the 21 Savage.
Everybody had that
people
shit
wore
on.
my shit. 2-3 people from the hood bought it. Somebody seen it and said, damn, I seen Little Baby with that on because they don't know me. And it's clearly fire because y'all buying it now. They're going to eat it up more. because they don't know me. They're going to go to the website. And they do that shit because you here. Yo. This is a following.
CT is a crabs in a barrel type of state.
I'm tell you, bro.
We don't want people to success because it feels like we're not successing. We're not going to succeed.
I went to Lenox Mall when I went to Atlanta, and this was when I dropped those, the wax, as I dropped the wax jackets with the wax pants. I went to Atlanta. I was at Lenox Mall. They got every designer store in the world. I sold 5 of those sets. Them shits was $300 a piece, damn near.
In the mall.
The pants was $150. The jacket was $120. So it's like $270. I didn't sell it in the mall. I was outside the mall. I was passing out my flyers, putting flyers on all the cars. My whole thing is, and I had one of the sets on.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to know me to know that this is something that they like. They don't need to know me to know that this is drip. And they don't need to know me to know that if they put this shit on, it's going to give them the look that they need.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about who you are.
Paid
like
my full price, didn't know me from a can of paint at the biggest mall in Atlanta. But niggas in the hood want to say my shit is too expensive. It's because they know me.
Facts. That's exactly what it is.
They don't want you to grow, bro.
That's exactly what they don't want you to be bigger than what they are. Because that means they have to see you bigger than them every day.
Being bigger than what you are. It's the thing with people in the hood is they want your business to be ran how they want to run it.
They want to be in control of what you started.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what I'm doing nowadays?
Doing your own shit.
I'm taking price cuts. You know why? And because my website is my biggest priority right now. I've been catering to the hood for so long, and guess what? If I move from Connecticut right now, I have to financially start all over my brand.
You're at square one.
And because I didn't put enough work into my website, because I'm catering to the hood and making sure this person can get his sweatsuit, doing pop-ups over here, doing all this, doing all that, because the money's good, saying, you know what? Fuck the website. I left some shit on the website for 2-3 days. Nobody bought it. This nigga need a medium. I'm about to sell the mediums out online and getting traffic.
So I just fully understand.
Website, bro.
I fully understand your statement of when you said you hate the term local celebrity.
His work.
Because at the end of the day, being a local celebrity does not get you nowhere. It's like running on a treadmill.
They help you fail if you're a local celebrity.
You're running on a treadmill. You're running, but you're not going.
Because again, like
they
I said,
want to keep you right there.
I ain't taking nothing from it because the hood in a whole, bro, they support me and they lifted me up. They helped me understand that I could do things that I never imagined. But in the same breath, you got that percentage of the hood who just they ain't going for that and they don't want that, and this is how we gonna move because of that.
Yeah, but even if, like, you know, when the love is there, they want you to see you grow.
No, for
sure.
They
want everybody else to be having your shit. Like, they want to put people onto your shit.
and I don't even think it's a thing of we don't want you to be bigger than me type of thing. I think it's more so of a thing where it's like, I supported you enough. I ain't gonna support you no more.
But I feel like you're reaching a point right now. Like, I feel like I'm starting to understand CT in terms of how they support, right? I feel like you're reaching a point where CT just want to support you because it means CT wins. Because no, they support this shit because this is the shit that you have to support to be in the shit that's going on nowadays. Okay,
this Rockstar lifestyle that I'm living, this creativity, this shit that I'm putting out there is the to have, the to wear, the to do thing. You see how many
if you ain't wearing survival,
you see how many people emulate Tylon the person. Like, come on, bro, this shit ain't no motherfucking. This shit is in your face. Bro.
I mean, are they emulating Tylon or P?
It depends on what they're doing. If they doing some photo shoot shit, clothing shit, and trying to take, they emulating survival. If they trying to like personalize and move a certain way, then it's me. But at the end of the day, bro, you got glasses on. You got a couple extra eyes. You see exactly what's going on, bro. I started this shit, and without this shit, bro, like, come on, like, let's be real here.
Do you
Y'all said be real from the jump.
I'm
being real.
I'm gonna ask you this. Do you
And this ain't even no big-headed shit. This is just
that's real
really
shit.
What it is, bro.
Do you look at people different based on how they associate you as P as Tylon?
Nah, I treat everybody the same, bro.
So you don't feel like people are closer to you based on the name they call you?
Hell no, because that shit don't mean shit. It depends on how you met me. You could have met me as P and just think, oh, only his close friends call him P, so I'm part of the gang. No, you're not. So put your ass down. So it's just really like, I try to treat everybody the same because I treat everybody with respect. It's like it's not too many people who don't genuinely fuck with me. The people who don't genuinely fuck with me, I can honestly say it's not from a direct personal issue. I don't have issues with people. As long as I've been up here, I probably had like 2-3 fights. And like, I be chilling niggas like I ain't that.
You're disciplined.
I'm a player. Shit P.
Pushing P.
This shit P. But it's a different type of, and it don't mean player don't mean to me, having a bunch
when
of
I say I'm pushing
like,
P, I only say that bitches related.
my shit is just lifestyle, bro. My shit is lifestyle. Everything needs to just be player. Player is smooth. Player is calm. Player is having your shit intact. And player is knowing what you want. Player is standing on business. Player is not taking no shorts. Player is taking risks. Player is standing up for what you know you stand for. Player is speaking up for yourself. Player is handling your responsibilities as a man.
So let me
could
ask
be
you.
a motivational speech.
I told you. I fucking
shit.
told you. I said it. I've been calling it all fucking night.
you
Every
really
time he
could.
talk, I'm captivated, my
listening,
nigga.
I'm like-
I just want to be like, elaborate.
Your speeches belong with like that music.
Bro, honestly, to keep it
In the
about,
background.
I'm just waiting for the pause.
No, we ain't even doing that.
No, not the literal pause.
Oh.
Like when you speak, you have a pause between your sentences that makes you want to wait for the next sentence.
Okay.
That's what it is. Like when you speak, you leave like, you ever watch like a really good show and at the end of it, it's like a really good cliffhanger?
Yeah.
That's how you speak.
Like a pimp.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's just player, nigga. Like that's what I'm saying.
It's player,
Like when you
man.
talk and it's like, you know what? I know you taking your time and how you saying shit, but I ain't gonna interrupt you because I feel like you gonna go somewhere.
one of
trying
the
to make
biggest
me
things. One of the
understand
biggest.
Yeah, like it's a bigger picture.
One of the biggest things to know that like I'm living like a real P lifestyle, and again, that's just my terminologies and definitions on what it's because I live a questionable lifestyle.
Same here. I get it.
People don't know what
You're still figuring
and
it
I'm
out
just
every
I'm
day.
just smooth. I'm just me, bro. I'm just
Just
it's
moving
P.
around how you go.
Actually, I want to
Everything's
ask you this. What is your main confusion that you deal with on a daily life, on a daily, like something that just be like, it just don't make sense. It could be on a personal note, it can be on a business note, but just something that just be a reoccurring thought, and it's like, it just don't make sense.
Why I don't receive the same that I give from people who I genuinely care about.
Reciprocity.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, all right, so one of my things that I feel like that make me more sane when it comes to the world is to understand that everybody's not me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like once you understand what you give is not what you're gonna get, it makes life a little bit more tolerable.
Nah, but see, that's why I phrased it and said to people that I genuinely care about.
Okay.
Because
now,
I ain't
okay, I
expecting
got you.
you to treat me how.
Because you just
like,
met me.
It is what it is.
You just met me.
But when it's people that you genuinely have a connection with and fuck with, and it's just like certain things that you know you're going to, no matter what, just do, and then they lack. And it's like being a super friend to people who aren't a super friend to you. Like little shit like that. Like I just don't like that type of shit.
That's the fucked up thing about unconditional love.
You see what I'm saying?
But me and him have this saying over here that we've been developing is
Yeah.
know your friend,
Save a headache.
save a headache.
But no, the thing be, even with knowing your friends, saving a headache, because like with me, I got my dad locked in bros, Flea, all them, like my bros from day one, love them niggas to death. But then it's like, you can learn your friends, and my whole thing is, and the way I say it is like, learn your friends, and so you know who to go to for what.
For what?
So
Exactly.
it's like, even when you learn your friends, it's still gonna be things that could happen that it's like,
It was like, damn, nigga.
but again, this ain't got nothing to do with them or nothing like that.
That's more
No,
on
no,
you
no,
and
it's
how
just
you
general,
handle
yeah.
shit.
It's just exactly, just like generally
Yeah,
saying,
exactly.
like, that's one of the things that like that shit just.
Because I've been learning as a person too, like if you want long-term relationships with people, you have to learn to separate how people are given certain things to you in terms of emotion, attention, and affection, and separate it from how you want to receive it.
And so my terminology for that would be, it's a difference between treating treating people how you want to be treated and being a fuck nigga. And so the thing is, treat people how you want to be treated, yes, but don't sit up there and just be a fuck nigga for somebody who's not giving you the same in return. You got to draw the line and know when to, you know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
If
That's
it ain't working, you can't just keep going down that route.
So at what point are you too nice?
Damn, I think I'm always too nice, bro.
Is there a thing? Is that a thing?
So it's not a thing, but it is a thing just based off of what I said really fucks with me. So you see what I'm saying? Like,
I get you.
I understand that. I understand that.
Like,
I like certain things you like. It's whatever.
Exactly.
But in the long run, it's like,
the
it's
little
not really
shit
whatever.
that a person would feel like, oh, this wouldn't matter, be the shit that
really matters.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I expected a little bit more from this situation. I feel like that's some of our biggest faults as people. We expect more too much.
I stopped expecting more. That's the thing. You can't expect more. You got to learn the situation.
Take what you get.
Yeah,
You can't expect anything.
You can't expect.
Honestly.
You can't expect.
And honestly, that's when I feel like we're winning in life, and we can honestly coast through life the best when we don't expect much. And we are appreciative of what we do get.
You know what you should have did? You should have called me when I was doing that sale, because now I'm just thinking about that price point shit again. The last of that $30, $20 shit, that shit is about to be done.
Wait, is it still going on? I want to get something survival.
Depending on what size you
I'm not, me saying that is not saying I'm not willing to spend the price point where you're at, but if I can get it at a discounted price, I'll do it.
The thing is, I ain't worried about it, because what I'm doing moving forward is I'm not bending my shit to everybody got bills to pay. Everybody got kids. Everybody got this. Everybody got that. I ain't about to fuck my shit up so you could help pay your bills on time. And I got shit going on too.
First of all,
I ain't doing that.
Fuck your bills because you buy 150 bottles that cost $80 outside of the club.
But no, shouts out to the ones who do not complain about my price point. And the ones who don't complain about the price point, it's not because they know me, because who the fuck gonna spend their money on something that ain't worth it?
Facts.
And they understand, and they've been with me. They know the quality is there. They know I earned it. They know I deserve it. And they just know it's good fucking drip. And last but not least, this is the shit to have. If you ain't got this, your ass ain't got it. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, what you gonna do?
You're just not surviving at this
I gotta
point.
go.
I'm just telling you.
They just told me if you ain't got it,
If you from the city, also, no, this is just real shit.
Like,
if you from the city, I don't care if you call it op neighborhood, blah, well, every neighborhood in the hood from the north to the south, somebody in that neighborhood got survival.
No.
And that's just a
basically, you don't.
That's just a fit.
It's not just one territory that supports you. You're universal. Your brand is universal.
But we just talking about the hood, because the hood is where it starts at. So like I'm saying, if your ass is from the hood and you ain't got survival, you ain't wear your boy hoodie, or your ass ain't got the shit that you're supposed to have.
I mean, let's ask the real question.
I'm from Windsor, so I feel a little bit better.
You from the town, you from the town.
The way you said it, let's ask it another way. If you don't have survival 815, are you really that hood?
If your ass don't have survival,
that don't make me feel bad.
So this is the thing. I'm not saying everybody's supposed to have it. But what I'm saying is, if you don't have it, your ass ain't got the shit that's to have.
Yeah.
You ain't a have.
Everybody ain't got a Gucci bag, but they probably want it.
They want it.
And it's the shit to have in their life.
Or they probably have a knockoff.
Yo, I have diehard people who really, really, really genuinely fuck with survival, bro. I would have never been able to support myself. I would never been able to pay these bills. I would have never been able to do the things that I'm doing without 100% of the people who's in my corner. And again, I don't have a big online following. I be capping sometimes. Sold out. Get it right now. I be trying to make these niggas DM me. Real shit. Like,
all right. So with that same energy, right? What if some nigga create a knockoff of your brand?
Then guess what? We made it for real.
We
made it for real.
The greatest form of flattery is imitation.
I'm having paperwork now. If you get too close, you gonna have to.
I'm gonna sue your ass.
For the most part, it's like that's cool. Like
you'll get that knock on your door.
They really, honestly do it right now. Like,
I mean, they're copying you to some degree.
To a lot.
You are the template.
To a lot.
You are the template.
A lot of degree.
You are the template.
I'm trying to tell
again. Just to pat my own self on the shoulders with both hands. The price went up.
And every copy ain't a bad copy.
Do you see who we have on the platform? Like, do y'all not see who's talking to y'all?
Wait. Understand this shit till it's too late.
Do you not understand the capacity of the things this man is saying? Everything this man has said tonight has been gems.
And you know what's crazy?
Nah, that is crazy. Too.
I'm becoming everything they don't want me to be. And the craziest thing about it is, I don't really got no flaws. I ain't never told on nobody.
Can I say
Ain't
this
no
from the
none of that
outside
punk
perspective?
shit.
Can I say this from the outside perspective?
What's up?
You are it. You are what they don't want them to be.
Appreciate that,
You're not becoming it.
And on some
You
other
are
shit,
it.
I don't mean on like the hood.
No,
level
fuck
and all
fuck
this
the
other
all
shit.
of that.
Like,
Fuck
It's
all
weed and
that.
whiskey. We
It's
don't
weed
do
and
that.
whiskey,
Nah,
nigga.
I'm
It's weed and whiskey.
honestly,
And you are vodka.
like,
So,
I'm really
vodka got
him,
to
bro,
do
and
with
they
this?
don't want to
bro,
accept it.
you
bro.
are that nigga.
I really am.
You
bro.
are
They
that
don't want to
nigga.
accept it, bro. Like-
First of all, you don't need us to tell you that. I know that already. I already get that energy.
It helps because it's no stroke of my
I know,
ego shit, but it's
but
like,
I'm letting you know from
damn.
us, this as people who's been fan of, you had this brand for coming on 8 years now, right?
For sure.
And we started this podcast coming on 4 years now.
Yeah, 4 years now.
We wanted you here since year one.
Appreciate that.
Since year one. You know what that mean? I'm a little bit
And it's
more
crazy
like,
because I'm not sure which one of y'all did, but I went to it and I seen a DM from way back.
That was me.
Yeah, it was him, yeah.
That was me.
Some shit. Okay.
I DM'd you to buy some shit at one point, and then I DM'd you to be on the podcast.
So why you ain't buy it?
I don't. Cause you ain't DM me back.
That was clickbait.
You ain't DM me back. You don't DM back.
So
I
let
can
me-
promise you that message is still unread.
How you think I made all this money out the DM? So let me ask you a question. See, you one of them people who got the pride issue. Oh, I DM'd him.
Bro.
He ain't- wait. 2
ahead.
seconds.
Go ahead.
Because what they do is they DM you one time. They forget that you're running a business. See, they personalize it. They forget that you're running a business. They forget that you could probably not have seen it, especially if it doesn't say red. They forget all that, and the first thing they say is, oh, he only sell to who he want to sell to. I know he seen my DM. I know he this and this and that. Bro, money is the objective because guess what? The more pieces I sell, the more people are going to see it and the more money I'm going to make. I'm not going to blatantly not read somebody DM, especially in Survivor. 9 times out of 10, you want to spend money.
All right. So you want to
Wait.
Continue.
Done with it.
Continue. No,
Because
continue.
guess what? When it comes to designer stores or anything outside of shit that you can personalize, you go the extra mile to get what you want.
Fact.
Anytime you want something and you genuinely want it, one unread DM ain't gonna stop it.
You want to hear my rebuttal now? Are you ready?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start off by saying this. I'm very petty. He will confer with us. If that was the case, you will not be here tonight.
What? So what? I'm
No.
saying-
My time to talk. My time to talk. I'll let you
This is
talk.
my podcast.
I'll let you talk. My time to talk.
It's his podcast. It's his podcast. It's his podcast.
My time to talk. If
My
that was the
podcast
case,
too.
bro, you wouldn't have been here tonight. If it was about me just trying to spend some money with you and you not responding, and I took that personally, I wouldn't have continued to want you to be on this podcast. It was not about me spending money with you. The reason I wanted to spend money with you is because I fucked with what you were doing. It wasn't what you were pushing entirely, bro. I'm the type of nigga that spend money with somebody because I love what they're doing and I just want to personally say I supported it. Not publicly, but in a personal note, I just wanted to say I bought one of his first pieces at this point.
You know the comeback's about to be nice and smooth.
I
right?
get that, but this is my
Okay.
time to talk though.
Go ahead. It's your
So,
podcast.
But I'm also one of those people, I'm not very persistent because I live in my own world. Again, my own flaw, but also my own uprising at the same time. I understand that. It didn't mean that I didn't want to continue to support you. It just mean that I transitioned in how I wanted to go about it. The fact that I had you on here tonight and I never bought anything, to keep it a buck, you're going to make more money off me than you probably would have if I bought anything before we had this conversation.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think the biggest disease to man is?
Self.
Josie.
It's excuse.
That's right.
Because,
And I'm not going to...
because look, everything that you just said, yeah, it was nice and smooth, but let's just even say out of the 4 years, let's just say you hit me 3 years ago. If you really wanted a survival piece, I've dropped so many pieces in 3 years, you would have it.
You're right. But you also have to understand, from a fellow Aquarius, you understand when you have the thought of something and you doesn't get the proper execution that you need at the time that you... I understand where you're going. I get that. No, I get that.
The
I
type
get
of person
that.
that
But
I am, if I want,
I get that.
if I want,
but sometimes want is momentarily. even for us as well too. Because again, I was chasing a brand, and the reason I learned about a lot of people is because I was chasing a brand.
But guess what? It's gonna sound like cap when a person like myself takes it so serious. That's just like if you with the podcast. If I DM you to get on your podcast, and I'm like 4 years later, like, damn, bro, I really wanted to get on your podcast. I've been trying to get on your podcast, but my only attempt was one DM. Everything I'm saying is cap because guess what? I really wanted this, not you. And if I really want something, I'm gonna make attempts to get what I want.
I get that,
That's
but
all I'm
want
saying.
to know how I made my attempts?
By
Outside
one
of the,
DM?
No, it was outside of that.
How?
You want to know how this podcast happened? Because of my.
No, we talking about.
No.
We ain't talking about the podcast.
No,
we talking about.
No,
you
I get
saying-
that. No,
we
it's
talking
it
about
still
you
goes back to
saying-
me wanting to buy your clothes.
But again, that's what I'm saying.
It
My
goes
whole
back. No,
thing
it
is
still
if
goes
you
back to that.
wanted to
It
buy
still
that,
goes back to
it
that.
would be bought.
Hear me. It still goes back to that. It still goes back to that. Do you know why this podcast happened tonight? Because of our mutual friend, my brother.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You know why this podcast happened tonight?
Why?
What did I say to you in the car earlier, Black? If you could remember, I said I'm trying to do what right now?
You're trying to branch out more. I
I'm
get
putting
that.
myself back out there.
I
more,
get
and guess
that.
what?
No, I get
it's the
that.
right time. For
That
me
would
to
make
be here.
sense.
Because I said it to him earlier.
I get that.
I said if they would have hit me 3-4 months ago, I probably would have said
I
no.
get
because
that.
Not
But I
because
didn't
of y'all.
hit you 3-4 months
I
ago
wasn't in
because
the
you just
situation.
told me you had a DM from me years ago.
That I just saw
Seen and
when
exactly.
I opened it.
I don't care about you just seeing it.
Bro, you twisting this somewhere
No,
else.
I'm not.
Just
I'm not.
roll your spliff up. Let's right. You are.
No,
You are
I'm
because
not.
this started off.
All right, so
Wait.
So you're telling me,
Bro.
no, wait. Let me just. If you say it's cap, I'll accept
It's
it.
cap. It's
no,
all
wait.
cap,
Let me just
bro.
ask this question.
Because you're telling
Let me
the
ask this
reason why it's
question.
all cap because we're having a debate about something you told me you
No,
wanted
we're not having
that
a
you didn't
first-
make attempts to get.
Well, first of all,
it's cap.
First of all, we're not having a debate. We're having a conversation.
We're having a conversation about
Thank you.
something that you told me that
Yes.
you wanted that you never
No,
got.
but hear me
and your
out.
reason for not getting it is what?
But you're also. Am I not having this interview right now?
See, again, you're talking about the
No.
See?
You're not understanding how I.
It's cool, bro.
No, you're not understanding how I execute things. When I want something, bro, I don't go for the first no. You know
You
how
didn't get it, no.
I didn't. I didn't get a response at all. But I didn't quit there. This is how I go about things.
Again,
You're not
what
hearing
doing-
me out.
Yes,
You're not
I'm
letting
here
me
because
finish.
what you're about to say again in my
What am I
life,
gonna-
in
what
my
am I gonna say?
terminology,
No,
it's cap because
No, but
you're
you're not hearing what I'm gonna say.
Bro, you're mixing a purchase with a podcast.
No, I get that.
Those are two different
I
things.
get that.
You're about to tell me,
All right.
oh, the
So let me
reason
say
why
this. All right.
I transformed
So
it
let me
into
say that. No,
me
it's
reaching
not a
out to this person.
transform.
I
It's
said,
not a
yeah, bro.
transform. It's not a transform. I wanted survival before I started a podcast. I wanted survival before I started a podcast. I used the podcast as a reason.
Guess what? Everything that I
Hear me
wanted
out.
in
Let
life,
me-
I either have
let me
it
be
or I'm
transparent.
still
Let
working
me
to try to get it, bro.
let me just be
I don't just
transparent.
make one attempt at something
I'm
that
not
I
making
want.
no excuses at this
You
point.
are, bro.
You're
Take another shot
not
at
listening
something, bro,
to me.
because
You're
you're
not
capping.
listening to me. You're
It's-
not listening to me. I'm trying to take accountability for some things right now.
Because
Just
now I
listen,
feel like
listen.
I feel like we're going back and like I
No,
don't
we're
care about the
not.
purchase.
I just
want to
say
show
that. I
you
just want to say
how
this.
I register shit.
I just want to say this.
anything that a person wants, they
I
make
just-
they go get
Are you
what they
gonna hear
want.
me
bro.
out?
I'm gonna hear you out, but it's gonna sound like
I
cap.
want to be transparent to say, yes, I wanted to buy some survival, but it doesn't mean I quit right there, because the minute I started the podcast, my transition of thought changed. It wasn't about buying survival at that point.
So again, that's okay.
You're not listening to me.
Bro, we're gonna end it like this. I understand.
No,
what
we're
you're
not
saying. I
ending it yet.
understand what you're
No,
saying.
we're not.
Because it's gonna just be a
All right, how about this? How about this?
We're thinking different.
No, I get that.
When you're thinking
so
different,
let's
it's
leave it
gonna
off
be
at
back
that.
and
Let's
forth,
leave it
bro.
at this. We're gonna disagree
Right.
to agree. But at the end of the day, I don't want to make the same. I don't want to care for the fact that we're saying something different. Mess anything up in terms of how. I just want to
Bro,
say this.
Can I say-
we
No,
is
wait.
straight,
No, wait.
bro.
I just
We
want to say
ain't-
this. I just want to say this. The reason I just want to prove for transparency, like I said, again, when I reached out to you, it was off purchasing purposes. Yes, I didn't commit, but then
And I'm cool with that. All I'm saying is this goes back to the whole shit what I was saying when I go to the club.
Yes.
And niggas be like,
Yes.
yo, I want
And
to
I'm not
buy
saying
some.
I'm-
like that should be
and I'm
capped
me-
to me, bro.
and that's
if
me
you
saying-
wanted it, you would have did it.
And that's me saying I am a victim of exactly what you said. I am not disagreeing with you.
And I said that at the beginning
And
of
I'm
the
not
interview before we
disagreeing.
even got
And
here.
that's why I'm saying I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. Anything that I'm saying is not me disagreeing with what you said. I'm saying it because I was a victim of that. But the only reason from my own personal rationale is because when I transitioned to the podcast, I started to use that as a reason why I wanted to get everybody that I love on here. So I've been a fan of you before I started the podcast. I seen what you were doing. I loved what you were doing. Yes, I reached out to you to purchase some shit. Yes, at some point, at the time I reached out for you, it was outside my financial time that I wanted to do, but I was still willing to buy it. Was I okay with the fact that you didn't reach out back to me? Yes, I was okay with it because it mean I didn't have to spend that money, but I was a little bit disappointed. I'm being real.
Nah, real nigga shit.
I'm being real. But at the end of the day, I was still going to buy. If you reached back out to me, I was going to do it regardless of where my financial points stand because I just wanted to support you. The fact that you didn't reach out didn't mean it killed my dream of wanting to just support you. I started a new transition in my life. I started a podcast. I found a new way that I can actually meet you and support you at the same way. And because I started this podcast, I feel more comfortable spending money with you.
I appreciate that.
I actually want to give you more money than I initially wanted to give you from when I first reached out to you.
Appreciate that.
From this conversation. And it's not because you telling me of your journey. It's because I just understand you more as a person, and I just want to see you win now on top of me understanding your journey.
Appreciate that.
So that same money I would have spent with you if you replied, yes, that would have been a one-time spend. But now
you never know if it would have been a one-time spend though, because you don't know the product, you don't know the quality you would have got, you don't know nothing.
I get that, but again, like I said,
so if it was a one-time spend, again, that goes back to what I was saying. It was never really a real one.
And I'm not disagreeing with you.
So why are we still having a long debate and you telling
me
all this stuff?
We're having a
conversation. Well, the conversation to end with the same results that I feel is cap.
I'm not disagreeing. You can still say I'm just basically telling my point of view. I'm just letting you know I'm understanding everything more, and I'm actually mad at myself for even having those thoughts in the beginning before having this conversation with you. We're still consumers at the end of the day.
I'll tell you this from my perspective, right? I might want something, but at this point in my life, I'm not paying $65 for a shirt for myself.
That's cool, but again,
and I'm just telling you, that would just be me though.
But again, you're not presenting it to me like as if, yo, I wanted something woo. You know, like at the end of the day, if I want a new pair of sneakers and I know the price point and I know I can't afford that, I can't push that on nobody but myself.
Mm-hmm. And I get that, and that's why I'm not faulting you in any way.
But again, if you know my price point and you know it's too expensive or it's out of your range, why
even contact me to buy something? To be real, I didn't know your price point at the time I reached out to you. I did not. I learned your price point after I reached out to you.
So this is the thing. My t-shirts just became $65. So you mean to tell me $35, $40 for a t-shirt was a lot of money?
8 years ago, yes.
I started my brand 8 years ago. I wasn't selling t-shirts to what I wasn't manufacturing 8 years ago.
3 years ago, yes. Still,
3 years ago,
yes. That was still 3 years ago, yes. For a graphic tee?
Because again, this is the lifestyle that you live.
I understand that, but I wasn't in that lifestyle then.
Again, everybody got a different demographic and a different crowd that they're trying to reach, right?
Yes, and I wasn't the crowd for that yet.
You're still not, because my price is even more now.
And honestly, like I just told you, I'm more compelled. Was 3 years ago.
Yo, y'all with these prices shit.
But you have to understand.
I don't understand.
No, I get it.
It seem like a nigga is charging $1 million for his shit, bro.
No,
nigga, but you understand, there's people that go out there and try to buy shirts that cost $20 for $5.
I don't dress like that. I don't buy that.
I get that, but there's some people that do.
And guess what? The people that buy that
that's not your audience, and I get that.
I shouldn't have to shift, explain, tell, none of that shit about.
But all right, so have I ever reached out to you to explain why your price point was the point it was?
You asked me earlier why was my price point the way it is.
That's for content.
Before you even touch my property.
That's for
content. That's for content
purposes.
It's not.
I'm not going to invite you in this podcast and not have some conversation for content.
Yeah, but it's like, I ain't.
But bro,
at the end of the day, my price is my price.
You can ask, I don't make like I said, I just had this conversation with Najma the other day. And after that first time I reaching out to you, knew I never reached out after that, my nigga? Because I never want to lowball you. I understand the work that you're putting into your shit. Why do you... If I feel like I'm not ready to spend what you're willing to sell your shit for, why would I reach out to you? As a creator, you have to understand that perspective.
It's understandable, but this is also understandable why we don't get nowhere as a whole.
I get that, but
It's
this
like-
is where the
it's
bigger
like
conversation
exactly why.
start.
Because guess what? Once you start growing and you feel like you've been in here for 8 years and your prices literally go up instead of just saying it for content, and you're not gonna want nobody. You're gonna stand on what you stand on. You know all the work that you put in. You're gonna just know like, well, bro, if that's the price point you want, you should have got it when it was that price.
But you have to.
No,
understand,
but-
This is what's
I know, but
going
you have
on.
to understand this, bro. I grew as well in that 8 years too. I'm in a new position in life. I can do things that I couldn't have done 8 years ago.
But I mean, look, hold on. I'll say this.
Understandable, but again, it's like it's the way it's being received. You're making it seem like I'm over here selling.
and I'm not arguing with how you're receiving it.
$100 or something.
No, I'm not arguing with how you're
Like,
receiving it at all.
And even if I was, that's my lifestyle. That's what I'm putting out, and that's just what's going on. Like, who am I to determine what somebody else shit is worth or why is they shit this much? And I ain't asking all those questions. This is the price you want. I can't afford it, or I feel it's too much for me. I'm straight. I can't get it. I'm not going into all that why and this and this and that. I'm not just. It just is what it is, bro.
You get that a lot, don't you?
No, I actually don't.
Really?
I actually don't, because again, you got to think about it. And if I'm selling my clothes to the people who are in part of the lifestyle that I live, it's regular money, bro.
And that's what I'm trying to understand, bro. I never transitioned into this lifestyle to understand how you're doing it, to reciprocate it, how
How
you're
much you
doing
think
it.
this hat costs?
It's a gallery hat, so that's a lot.
You're looking at the name. So, but again,
I know. Yeah.
you know how many people wearing this shit?
Are you
Yeah,
talking
And
about
this
that?
ain't shit.
Are you talking about that? Are you talking about the hat itself?
ain't
Are you
shit.
talking about with the brand on it?
No, he's talking about just the brand of the hat. It's a
this
gallery hat.
specific hat.
That specific hat?
This is my personal hat. You know how much I paid for this hat?
Again, I'm sorry to ask. I'm not trying to be disrespectful
No,
or
it's
anything.
not. We ain't being disrespectful.
The price of the hat wholesale or with the brand
Just-
on it?
Bro, the hat doesn't come wholesale. It comes. This is a gallery. If you go to the Gucci store, you're buying a Gucci hat.
I know, but I understand. But as a wholesale, you have to understand. You have to buy it wholesale before you put.
I'm
the brand
talking about
on
as
it.
a consumer. I went in the store and got dressed.
Okay,
I bought this to wear.
again, not to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to understand how you're trying to ask the
So,
question.
okay, so let's say you went into a store
Yes.
and you wanted to buy this hat. How much do you think this hat costs at this store?
At that store, my price.
Make a
would be-
long story short, I paid
I would say
I paid $350 for this hat. You know how many people in the hood have these same hats?
regularly.
And guess what? That's not expensive because it's gallery department. It's the same quality that a motherfucker in the hood can get and print their shit on, and they won't even give you $40 for it.
And then that's why I'm saying
So again, when it come with all this, like, is your shit is like it's not expensive.
But
bro.
that's why I
what
wasn't-
the fuck is
that's why I
expensive
wasn't trying to be
when you on your
disrespectful.
own buy Givenchy sneakers, Dior sneakers, all this in style shit. You buying Asics that cost $60 for $250, but my shirt is too expensive. My sweatsuit is too expensive. Like, yeah, I take offense to that shit.
I get that, but you have to
Like,
understand.
because it's
you
not.
but
I'm
I
not.
think-
I'm
I-
not.
I'm not
hold on.
taking offense.
No,
saying
no,
that.
no,
You-
no. But from my personal experience, I'm coming from the point where I wouldn't buy a sweatsuit for that much because I couldn't afford it. Now I see the essential and purpose of having that quality sweatsuit. I never understood the purpose of having that quality at that
Because
point.
people got to understand where people came from to get to where they're at.
And that's
My
what I'm
shit
trying to
didn't
explain to
start
you at that
off
point.
costing this
I
much.
never understood the purpose of it until
Like-
I myself can put myself in a mentality of where
And
you're
then you
coming
got
from.
you even I can't even believe I'm up here even saying some of the shit that I'm saying. I just sat up here and said my shit never used to cost that much. My shit don't cost that much.
It don't.
Like,
It don't. Your shit is
like
still
my shit don't
average
cost a lot of
cost.
money at all.
Your shit is
Like, I
average
don't,
cost.
like, I am.
But it went back to what I wanted to say is, why can't we as black people even have luxury brands without people questioning
I
the
take a piss
quality
again.
of what we're presenting?
I had to take a piss again.
I got you. Yeah. Nah, let's end it real quick, okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's end it real quick. You have any closing words?
No, I gotta take a piss.
All right, I got you. Thank you guys for tuning in for Weed and Whiskey. At least give your drop.
It's been real. Survival 815, the Almighty 815. I appreciate y'all guys. Nothing's getting cut. I don't want y'all to feel.
No,
like we
this
in
is
here-
actually
we wasn't
perfect.
In here
No,
these
arguing.
conversations
This is
are great.
This is just what we do.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Getting the shit off. Y'all know my shit is worth it. Y'all know this shit don't cost that much. We got to get Boy on his shit, get him peed out,
Thank
and
you.
have him on that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Can we please get my drip up there?
It's
I
been
really
real.
need to get my drip up there.
Shit,
Follow you said where they can follow you?
Follow
at?
me on Instagram at Survival815. You can follow me on TikTok at Survival815. You can also follow me on TikTok at Big CEO _survival815. My website is survival815.com. And it's been a fucking pleasure.
Thank you. You know where to go? You remember where to go?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
And you know us, everything weed and whiskey.
Thank you guys for tuning in for Weed and Whiskey. This was an absolute great pleasure. This was a conversation to be had, and I know you guys absolutely love tuning in. I'm really glad that we was able to have this fucking conversation because I feel like
That was a hell of a 20
it was
minutes.
because I feel like we as black people, we say we want luxury shit, but then we have the
Yo, listen, y'all be great. Y'all stay blessed. It's Weed and Whiskey Podcast. Peace out, bitches.